All right, everybody, welcome to ESL's King of the Hill, coming to you live from the Burbank studios here in Southern California. I am James Chen.
Hey, I'm Ultra David. That's right, it's another week of this NorCal versus SoCal rivalry. I still have to say NorCal. I want to say NorCal so badly, but I've pledged not to until the NorCal representative loses. But KBrad has not lost.
That's right. He's been, I think this is his 5th week back here. It's something like that. I know he's been running all of Season 2.
Yeah.
And so, yeah, he's been doing really, really well here. But we have a new set of challengers ready to go at him, see if they can take down the King of the Hill, the current King of the Hill.
Yeah, it's going to be a really, really fun couple of players. Really fun matchup. Expecting, of course, Zangief versus Mika. It'll be Stupendous versus Pavocado. Stupendous from Southern California.
That's right.
One of the best Zangief players that we have. And Pavo is a very, very strong Mika player from Northern California. You just had a little set against him. How did that go?
Yeah, not very well.
Okay.
I mean, that's the thing, right? So everyone always says Mika's bad at footsies, her neutral's not good. I mean, that's what they said of her in the beginning, but it's just not the case. And when I played against Pavo, he said that he has a lot of practice against Cammy. So, you know, if he's able to take down Stupendous, it'll be an interesting match against KBrad. I'd like to see how that goes. But his footsies are really, really well played. So I was really impressed with how he was going.
Yeah. You know, Zangief versus Mika will be an interesting one to watch. I'm interested to hear from both players, you know, what they feel about how the character matchup goes. It's one that I felt Geef won at the start of the game, and then as the game has developed, I don't really think that was the right call. But yeah, we'll see what they have to say.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of people who are like, man, this fight is terrible. It's one of the worst for our Mika. But yeah, definitely not the case at all.
Yeah, exactly. Well, let's check out the format. You know, we'll see how things go. It'll be, of course, the NorCal versus SoCal rivalry in this King of the Coast Invitational. The King does return to defend the title. It is KBrad, and he's still defending that title.
That's right.
Of course, it'll be a first to 10.
Yep.
Everybody is allowed, all the characters. A couple of stages are banned. That's how it typically goes. Nothing unusual about that. And the loser has the option to change character. We see that pretty rarely, but that is an option. And like I said, new players that we have are Pavo from Northern California. You can see him there on the far left. And Stupendous on the far right. Those are the last two NorCal versus SoCal representatives. Why is that?
I want you to take a look at the bottom of that slide there. So King of the Hill is coming back for Season 3. It'll be coming back on January 10th, 2017. But look at that line right above there. East Coast versus West Coast. We are expanding across the nation. We have some confirmed players. We have Alucard has been confirmed. We have Sabin, Arturo Sanchez, who's been confirmed. And we have the All-American hero, Mr. L.I. Joe, confirmed for next season. So you guys definitely don't want to miss that. And actually, for the West Coast side, we're going to have a lot of the players now are able to come back who have played in the first 2 seasons already. So we are going to see some sick matchups.
And we're going to be starting that with the winner of this week's, because that's going to be champion of California.
That's right.
And so it'll be the winner from California starting off versus the challengers from the Northeast.
Oh yeah, this is going to be super exciting. I'm really excited to see all the players that are going to show up for that. So Season 3 is going to be awesome. But we also have, so everyone who wins gets a little bit of prize money, but they also get a free controller by Controller Chaos. And it's a beautiful, beautiful controller.
Wow.
And in fact,
we have one with us right here. We're going to check this thing out. I can tell you, it's really nice and pretty. And not only, these aren't, yes, that's right. It's not just a picture, okay? There's actually grooves in here. This is actually like chiseled into the joystick. I'm touching these. Pretty sweet looking stuff. TE2 Plus.
TE2 Plus got the full.
Got all the things.
Ability to. I'm gonna fall out of my chair trying to open this.
Yeah, probably shouldn't, but it does open as the TE2 Plus does.
There you go.
Okay.
Beautiful, beautiful joystick. Honestly, though, finish and everything really well done.
Yeah, it's very
beautiful,
nice.
Beautiful joystick. So.
For sure, and thanks to Controller Chaos for giving that to the players. They've been really nice. You know, KBrad has won the last few in a row, and each player who wins only gets one.
Yeah.
So he's not going to walk away from this thing with 8 Controller Chaos joysticks, whatever the number is. But it is really nice to be able to give that to the players as well as the prize money. I think that's really nice. So you can follow them at Controller Chaos.
Yeah, if you follow Controller Chaos and ESL SF, you are entered to win one of these. In fact, you might be winning this one right here, the one that I have personally put my fingerprints in. No, I'm just kidding.
Okay. I'm not sure if that increases or decreases the value.
Yeah,
okay.
it probably decreases, especially because I was just like,
greasy.
Yeah, exactly. But definitely shout outs to Controller Chaos again. Awesome craftsmanship there on that. So
that's right. And by the way, tonight, after you're done watching this, after a couple hours break, we're going to be on our stream, twitch.tv/UltraChenTV, talking about the week's events in fighting games.
That's right. And mostly, you know, we talk about news, we talk about all sorts of different, you know, stories that are going on there. We recap a lot of events and such. And we also stream a bunch as well on the channel. So
that's right. All right. Also, a big part of this is Addis. Providing us the monitors that we use for the players. When you see the player view, ultimately, they will be playing on monitors provided by Addis. Those are Zowie by BenQ monitors.
That's right. The RL2460 models, which we have basically been seeing at most of the tournaments of late. So shout outs to BenQ, Zowie, and Addis.
That's right. So we have controllers, we have screens to play on, and that means that we're basically set up.
That's right.
Basically set to go. So let's check out the bracket between the players. As we mentioned, it will be Stupendous versus Pavocado. Pavocado from Northern California, DS Stupendous from Southern California. And whoever wins in that first of 10 gets to play against EG KBrad. And like we said, KBrad has been running this show. But not just this. Keep in mind, not too long ago, only a couple of weeks ago, at the Capcom Cup, KBrad defeated Daigo Umehara. He is a top level competitor and a big challenge for both of these players if they were to face him. But let's head over to James, and we're going to get a little bit of a word from both Stupendous and Pavocado.
All right, I'm standing here next to Stupendous and Pavocado. Let's talk to you first here. So you are coming from NorCal, and you are playing some Armika, right?
Yes.
And
at least for a week.
Just for a week?
We'll see. She might have been taken out of my hands, but we will check. Right now, Mika.
Well, let me ask you this. So a lot of players obviously have said, you know, there's a bad reputation for Armika being kind of like this crazy, you know, like flowcharty kind of character. Like, how do you really feel about Armika?
I mean, I think people, the limits are yourself, basically. So you could play wherever she wants. A lot of people say I play kind of slower, but really it's, you could play 0, you could play 100, you could go anywhere you want. You could steamroll people, or you could make them feel bad in footsies, so do all of it.
Now, early on, as we were mentioning at the desk, a lot of people were saying that, you know, people felt like Zangief beat up Armika at the start. Hasn't really been that way since then, but how do you personally feel about that matchup?
I actually had it the opposite way, because at the beginning, Zangief couldn't do anything to me. So Zangief has only grown in my eyes through time. It can definitely be difficult, but really at the end of the day, it's scoop or be scooped. So,
now, without giving anything away, do you have? I mean, have you been practicing against Zangief? Do you have any plans for fighting Stupendous' style in particular?
I think when he blocks, I'm gonna grab him, and when he doesn't block, I'm gonna hit him.
Sounds like a solid strategy right there. There's some top player tips for you. Let's go over here to Stupendous. You've obviously made a name for yourself using Zangief here in Southern California. What keeps you sticking with this character despite a lot of people saying he's not one of the strongest?
Zangief is one of the funnest characters to play and one of the funnest characters to watch. So it's the hype factor, and I think if you played story mode, he is pretty much the coolest character in the game. Because he's like kind of like the comic relief, and like, yeah, that's about it. And his V skill, I think, is one of the funnest V skills to watch too. So on out, he's like one of the funnest characters to play, to watch, and everything.
So, like I said, your Zangief usage has obviously made you a fan favorite at like Wednesday night fights, and you know you just recently got a sponsor as well. How does that make you feel, like being able? You know, being known for this character and propagating the Zangief army out there?
Wow. I don't know if I'm known for this character or if I'm known for my hair. But I had a lot of people guide me into using Zangief. I look up to Snake Eyes and I look up to Itabashi. So, and I look up to all the online tech that's available online. So I like to say that I don't think I'm like the Zangief. I'm just like a culmination of Zangiefs put into one.
All right, well, let me ask you, so in your match here, how many, so I know you're a very environmentally conscious person. How many trees do you expect to plant in this matchup?
I don't know. It's a tough question because if I commit to a number, I like to, I don't want to say troll, but I like to do certain things in a match that sometimes will cause me to play a little reckless and actually lose. So like sometimes like flexing, so I flex too much and I end up dying. So I'm not going to give you a hard number. I'm just going to say at least one.
All right, well, we're going to get at least one tree, and hopefully we'll see that very soon. We're going to take a quick break, but when we come back, it is going to be Pavo Armika versus Stupendous Zangief. Stick around. So this one's mine, right? I get to keep it. Oh, hey. Oh, sorry. Yeah.
Telling you, it might be a little bit greasy.
Yeah, sorry about that.
Yeah. All right, well, welcome back to King of the Hill here in Burbank in Southern California, where it is my hope that we will once again get a SoCal champion. But we'll see. We're going to first have Pavocado versus Stupendous, who is the SoCal rep. Winner of that will then play against KBrad, so there are 2 chances for SoCal to not win today.
Yeah, I mean, one of the hardest things about this matchup, obviously, is that, you know, Zangief has always been a really good defensive character, right, in previous versions of Street Fighter.
Sure.
In this one, his defense obviously is not very strong. Doesn't have a lot of good throw invulnerable wake-up moves, and just doesn't have any sort of wake-up moves.
Yeah, nothing invincible other than super, special move, anti-airs, not really there as they have been in the past. So he is not a defensive powerhouse. The intention, I believe the goal with him was to have made him an offensive powerhouse. I'm not really sure that paid off in the way that was intended, but I think that's the goal with him.
Yeah, and the toughest thing about that, too, is let's match that with Armika, who has some of the best meaty knockdown pressure.
Absolutely.
And so it is going to be a tough fight here for Stupendous, but, you know, Stupendous is known. I mean, he kind of was humble and said that he wasn't really known for Zangief, but he is known for winning a lot of those matchups that he shouldn't be winning and such. So,
and he's a fun one to watch. You mentioned how many trees he's going to plant, referring to, of course, how many spinning pile drivers he's going to land.
The supers,
the supers in particular, right?
Yeah.
The command
spinning pile
grabs.
drivers are the boofs.
Those are the boofs.
Those are the boofs.
Those are the boofs. If you ever watch Wednesday Night Fights, you see the tallies. They get a running count of what he does. So we'll pay attention to that as this set goes on. But I don't want to say that this is a terribly disadvantaged
Oh,
matchup
yeah,
for,
not at all,
Zangief.
not at all.
He definitely has tools against some of Mika's important pressure, like her forward fierce is something that he can absorb. Her crouching fierce is something that he can absorb.
Yeah, he can react to drop kicks by using V skill
Drop kick
very
is something
quickly.
he can V-skill, that's right. So he definitely has tools. His footsies are all right. You know, his pressure is okay against her because she doesn't have very good wake-up games either. Not that V-reversal is bad. Her V-reversal is very good. Anyway, the players are about ready to go. Let's go check them out. Again, it's going to be DS Stupendous from Southern California versus Pavocado from Northern California.
All right, there you see it. There is Pavocado sitting on the left, Stupendous sitting on the right with the headphones obscuring his beautiful hair.
And he got the memo. It's a little chilly in the studio here, so he brought his toughest coat.
Yeah, this is the SoCal version of chill. You know, like.
Yeah. Oh yeah. It's by cold I mean like mid-60s. I don't know.
Exactly. All right, but these players are ready to go. Here we go. You can see right there, starting up right away. So immediately we're seeing, like I said, when I got a chance to play Pav a little bit earlier, his footsies were really impressive, and he used command throws a lot more than most Mikas that I play against. Like, a lot of Mikas like to establish the buttons first and then go for the command throw, but he was very early command throw.
I love the whiff punish grab from Stupendous right there. But since it was jab SPD, didn't want to go in, would have not been a good situation for him. So Pavel still has this mid-range. Oh, nice timing on that.
Yeah, got him with that. And this is our Mika's wheelhouse, right?
Yes.
Her goal basically is to beat you in neutral through the use of drop kick, through the use of crouch fierce whiff, through the use of jumping, and through the use of dashing.
Right,
So,
she has a lot of different tools in the mid-range, and once she gets the hit, she takes you to the corner, and when she's in the corner, she's probably the best character in the game there.
yeah.
So you see, the neutral game, though, is interesting as Mika. I think it's really fun, and not that many people have success with it. There are really only a few at a high-level play who have success with her mid-range game. Everybody can play the offense.
Oh.
How do you get in?
He actually was not expecting to whiff the knees. That is something that Stupendous does. Like, oh, here we go, big damage. Jumped over, baited the command throw, so he's got the damage there, trying to hit
Took a risk.
Okay, EX SPD.
That is grab invincible.
And he is going to give him a mix-up, but did not go for anything. He was expecting something on wake-up.
Oh, that's such a smart option.
Yeah.
Of course, that V-skill is grabbable. I really like the timing so far on a lot of these things from Pavocado.
Okay, trading with the jump in. Did Stupendous using a standing jab. Oh, here we go. Big hit confirm into the critical art, just like that. And that is beautiful awareness from Pavo. He knew what he was going for the hit, but he already had it planned to go for the critical afterwards to make sure that he maximized the damage. And that is something that a lot of players do not do.
And that's something that worked out because of where he spaced the crouching fierce. If that had been closer, it would have been in an unsafe range. Well, not necessarily unsafe, but at a spot where he couldn't have pressed buttons first. But he spaced it properly.
It's interesting there. You see already immediately Stupendous taking a little bit of time thinking about it.
Okay.
You see Stupendous there with his own joystick with a custom shiny joystick and buttons.
Pretty nice looking.
Yeah. Gold joystick, ball top. All right, well, it looks like Stupendous thought about it and said, you know what? I need to stick out more buttons. So he's going for the stand fierce a little bit more, which is pretty much Zangief's farthest range poke.
It's quite a read right there. Yes, I think that's so important in this matchup for both characters. Really? What a call out.
I mean, I wonder if he like option selected, because it is half circle back, so you do that, block, and then hit the button.
That'd
maybe
be pretty fantastic.
Yeah.
So you see, Stu doesn't want to jump. He doesn't want to give EX wingless anti-air from Mika a chance. He doesn't want to give crouching strong a chance. So he's kept it on the ground. But once you do that, that's when you can start to get the dash forward.
He was expecting Pavo to block the low jab so he could try to catch him's jump back with the stand roundhouse, but okay, meaty, yeah, there it is. That's going to take it right there. So that's a perfect setup right there. When you activate that tornado, that is negative on block. So if they block the suction, you can get punished for it. However, if you do it before they get up and you get suctioned in the middle of it, you're actually plus.
So you can be up to +10. You can be big time advantaged on that setup.
Right, and so Pablo tried to jump away, got caught by the low crouching light kick, and then that was it.
Okay, so far those very late stand jabs have worked pretty well for Stupendous as anti-air choices.
Which is
oh yeah,
hopped at each other.
Was that supposed to be a
V-reversal?
I don't know.
Well, yeah, maybe. But here we go into the corner now.
Where's it coming? Oh yeah, for sure. It's supposed to have been that. But from the front is Pavo. Is that going to be stunned?
Stun right
Yes.
there. So Pavo's going to take this round.
So we mentioned how, Geef is not this defensive powerhouse in this game. And just like everybody else, once he gets cornered by Mika, that can be a good night. That can be 2 mix-ups away. He does have more life than many characters, than everybody. But it's not so much more that he can absorb, so many more of those Mika setups.
Yeah, it's only 1050.
Yeah.
Whereas everybody else has straight up 1,000 health. Most characters, that's the average.
Yes.
Oh, wow. Just throwing out that fierce into the Flying Peach.
This has been fought in the right corner almost the entire time.
Yeah, like I said, the one thing that was really impressive about the way Pavo played this match is you can see very grounded game.
Yeah.
And like I said, he got in that. Oh, yeah, that's going to confirm. That's going to be a confirm. So we got 1 tree. So he's definitely lived up to that. Planting trees. Yeah, but
there's still a very dangerous Mika coming in at him.
I mean, look at this.
Oh!
All V reversal, all critical art. Got everything.
Into what? Oh, well, that could have been super.
Go of it, yeah. Oh, he got the
That's so important. Does he get the kill on Charge Fierce? No, he's not going to go for it. He goes for the reset. Oh, Pavo with the wake-up super is going to get it.
I love that call out there. Knew that Stupendous was going to go for some mix-up there. Was either going to be SPD or Crouching Light Punch, but guess what? Critical Art beats both of those. The only thing Critical Art wouldn't have beat was if Stupendous did nothing, or if he jumped. Maybe knee, maybe another knee would have worked.
Oh, yeah, knee would.
But he probably wasn't going to go for a second knee just because he was, that's not exactly plus, and it doesn't put him in a great situation.
If you get a nice meaty knee, then you can be plus.
Yeah.
But yeah, he just didn't think that was the right mix-up at the right time. So good call by Pavo. 2-0. Oh, that's a bunch of gray life. Look at that already.
Yeah.
Look at that. That's so much.
Oh, and that Crouching Fierce missed. So he wasn't able to absorb it, and then Pavo properly punished it.
Oh, I love that anti-air spacing.
Yeah, he was talking about that. He was saying like a lot of Mikas don't use that button that much, but he's recently seen Fudo start using it a lot more, and he himself really likes that button.
Yeah, understandable. So Stu starts looking for the V-skill, but as you can see, the forward strong from Mika actually does beat that.
Because it's a throw. All right.
Punish was good. He can pressure. Oh, okay.
Well, that's a form of pressure.
Absolutely. Oh, the call out. Still in there.
Yeah.
Into what? Oh, he let her wake up, and
because
now
he was worried about the critical art again.
Yes, I
so
think
he
you're
dashed up and did nothing. And it worked out for him there. The V reversal to get past the Nadeshko mix-up. Very smart stuff.
Yeah. Nice
There's
work.
that Stand Fierce again. Great anti-air spacing with that Stand Fierce. Covers the distances that her Crouching Medium Punch would cover.
There you go. So this is a really important tool. If you expect that Crouching Fierce as a way for her to get in, then you can just absorb.
Oh, wow. What a punish on the knee. Again, just not letting Stupendous get any play from his jumps.
Yeah, I love the pressure from Pavo. He knows that he doesn't need to worry about Keep as he gets up. Oh, that universal just worked.
Yeah,
Happened to work out in favor of Stu. So again, plus.
Oh, but this time he goes for the SPD because last time he caught him low.
Yeah.
Oh, he could have comboed that. Crouching Light Punch.
One more mix-up. Either way, really.
Oh, he's still alive. Oh, but just got caught, and there it is. That Crouch Fierce, so scary to deal with once you block it because you don't know if it's positive or if it's even, it's dependent on when she hits you. And if you're not really sure, it becomes very scary to touch buttons afterwards.
You got to make sure that as Keith, if you expect that, then you have a solution. It's in V-scope. It just has to be preemptive. It's not reactive.
There, it looks like again trying to bait that critical art, but I mean, maybe Pavo is willing to do it that early in a round. Ooh, didn't get the combo.
Nope, no anti-air. And, well, yeah. So Stu just walking backwards. He plays a lot of this pretty slowly. There are very few jumps on his side. Really? Oh, stand strong buffer. EX butt puts the corner in play.
All right, gonna wake up with that EX SPD. So now Stupendous has an opportunity. Oh, gets him with the stand roundhouse.
Yeah, he's seen jump back a lot.
Okay, again using that V reversal to get out of that situation. I wonder if Pavo should use the long, the long Nadeshko timing because then he can bait out the V reversal and then it would still be there.
That's true.
Stupendous gets the SPD and he's gonna take his first game. So it is now 2-1.
So still playing a very grounded game for both players, really. There have been more jumps out of Mika, but in general, very grounded play.
Yeah, and you saw, you know, so that's 2 games lost for Stupendous with the coat, and 1 game won without the coat.
Starting to get that internal heat going.
Yeah, exactly. He's got
providing his own
heat.
heat source.
And he needs to let the hair flow.
All right, pressure now in the corner, just like that. Oh, what a call out. And he gets a nice punish. In the corner, Larry, it does make sense.
Oh, and a call out right there with the air SPD.
Yay, that's going to be stunned.
Yeah.
Probably the round, barring
Building,
any serious mistakes.
Building a little bit meter by that with that running bear grab. All right, so Stupendous.
So it's a weird match in that both characters want to get the corner, but both characters are so good at the corner and they can convert into the corner themselves pretty well. So even though you want to be in the corner, you understand that you have to play it well because it can turn around really fast for you.
Right. All right, gets the crouching throw, gets the mix-up, using the V reversal to just try to break that pressure. He wants to get himself out of that corner, but again, see, look at Pavo with that beautiful use of that crouching medium kick.
Absolutely.
Again, the V reversal coming out as the knee.
Yeah, it's been a lot of the time that's happened.
And it's benefited him almost every single time.
Should just do wake up knee.
Yeah, I know. New strategy. That's
right.
That's my new secret Zangief tech right there. Wake up knee. Oh, well, let's use it in the footsies as well. Gets in, sneaks in there, but again, light punch SPD, so no mix-up afterwards.
Again, this very slow play. Both characters have such damage output, such potential that they don't want to take the risk of being the first one to get caught.
Oh,
yeah, immediately just get out of there. What?
Oh, but nothing from Pavocado. Might have just been the delay on the wingless airplane. Wake up light punch, but it wasn't a counter hit. But this is going to take it regardless. Spending the meter on the wingless airplane.
Pretty tough to screw that combo up.
Yep. All right, back to this footsie game again. And again, I mean, that is what's really impressive about the way Pavo's playing this. It's a very grounded, very footsie, and it's less like try to get in. He's willing to play this ground game
time a little bit.
Which makes his ways in that much harder to read.
Yeah. Oh, nice mix-up. He was right when he said that you can play Mika in any number of different ways. Different people do play her very differently. Well, once you get to the corner, a lot of it looks the same. But the difference is, how do you play in the neutral? Some people play slowly. He's been doing that so far.
Right.
Some people are all about rushing in. Some people are about buttons. Some people are about dashes. You can play it very different ways. I think that's kind of cool. So game goes to Pavocado. He is up 3 games to 1.
You see there, Stupendous there, deep in thought, talking to himself. Looks like he's trying to remind himself of some strategies. Now, you can't get mad when you get perfected by an army.
No,
That'll happen.
Yeah.
Oh, look at Pavo walking him down, and yet there it was, just like you said, beating the armor.
Yep, and her command grabs will do the same thing, of course. Oh, this is a big chance now.
Yeah, okay.
Unfortunate for Pavocado, but Stupendous now gets a chance to mix up.
But an escape right there from Pavo. Just jump back, and guess what? Back to this neutral. Oh, nice. Had the V-trigger on deck. Gets
the setup. Okay, keeps the ground. Oh, he got a little ahead of himself.
Yeah.
I love the grounded play. Again, the patience from Pavocado.
Yeah, Pavo's jumped away a couple of times, so that's why Stupendous was going for that. But that time, Pavo doing a good job. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I love that the jab check, he noticed after the jab check that Pavo's reaction is usually, oh, okay, walk backwards. That didn't work. And so that time, Stupendous, the second time, did crouch light punch, dash shot, and chase down the walking back of Pavo.
At this point, that stand pierce from Pavo could be buffered right into super, so that's something that Stupendous really has to watch out for.
That is one thing that I did notice when I played against Pavo, is that he likes to walk back in pressure situations. So it might be, but the problem is that Zangief doesn't really have any good lows.
Yeah, you really got to make a hard read on dash SPD. Oh, nice jump timings. A couple of huge jumps. And there haven't been that many in this set, so those have been smartly timed. Really?
It grabs the standing roundhouse.
Actually, a reset, though, in terms of neutral positioning. So this is a chance now for Stupendous. Oh, EX? Yes, please.
Yeah, got close enough. Not sure what the microphone was about there. Chases down the jump back. That time with the stand roundhouse instead of the Air EX SPD call.
Oh, he tried to get the grab. I think that's a cool idea, but it just wasn't there.
Remember, Zangief's Air EX SPD is actually a hit. And it has like the biggest hitbox ever. So that might have worked if he'd gone with the EX, but I don't think he wanted to spend the meter on that risk. Oh, no punish. It's so rare that you actually see Mika's with that when you do see it, it's usually too late to react to.
Yeah, oh, well, one series, but not two series.
Yeah.
That's Zangief's life.
There we go.
So,
using that V-skill, as we mentioned, to stop the drop kick.
Yeah, and oftentimes Geefs will want to do SPD, but that only works if you've absorbed it at the very earliest part. So you saw Pavo try to jump back. Crouching jab is actually faster than SPD. So smart choice by Stupendous. Oh, really?
That was not close enough, and here we go. Time for the Mika go-round. But, okay, using that V-reversal, that's definitely something Stupendous has decided to do a lot.
Oh, hard read on the command grab.
Yeah. Well, you know what? I like that idea because Pavo was probably thinking to himself, you know what? Stupendous got another V-reversal. He's probably going to V-reversal again. So maybe this time I'll do a media command throw or something like that. Yeah. But as you mentioned, EX SPD is throw invincible. So nice little mix-up there. Stupendous once again saying, please give me a minute.
Okay.
Interesting.
I do feel like a lot of the set has been controlled by Pavo in the neutral and in the corner. The score is not terribly one-sided. You know, right now it's 3 games to 2.
Stu gave him the thumbs up, but I'm not sure if Pavo saw that.
Yeah, well, whatever he wants.
Yeah, I think Pavo missed it, and he thinks Stupendous still wants time.
And now Stupendous thinks that Pavo wants time.
Yeah. The mix-ups. The mix-ups.
Trying to out-turtle each other on the select screen? Okay, all right, I see you.
I like
Kuroda.
it. I like it. Kuroda gets the SVD on that with regular throw. And you know, that is definitely one of Zangief's best footsies tools, that crouching light punch. It's so good.
Oh, yeah.
It's like a ridiculously far button.
Yeah, very nice priority on it. To use a term that is totally real. Just not that much damage on it, of course.
Oh! And Stupendous is going to get the EX SPD. That was the right read from Pavo because, sure enough, Stupendous didn't do anything, and Stupendous gets 2 boofs in a row. He's going to take that round. So, big opportunity now for Stupendous to take a round and catch up in number of games.
Yeah.
To get a 3-3.
I'll say. Oh, really?
Oh, wow.
A couple of big fierces. And holds it, yes. Really, that was actually an advantage situation for Geef.
Maybe he didn't charge it the whole way, not sure, but Pavo just showing that not scared to touch buttons just like there.
Yeah.
Wake up, crouching light punch, counter hit, and then the meaty command throw.
Oh, yeah, he's really taking control. Yes, correct guess there. One more. Oh. Again, that V-reversal. Has there been an actual V-reversal yet? I'm actually not sure. Okay, well, there's one on Pavocado's side. I mean, of course, he's done V-reversal a lot. But
yeah, he was expecting...
Oh,
he did
yes!
good, but he loved landing. I think Pavo thought he was going to do it on his wake-up. That's why he neutral jumped. But Stupendous did it on the landing, and there it is. Another tree, and we've got a tied match. It is 3-3.
Yeah, I mentioned that. It seemed before that Pavocado was controlling the neutral a lot, but that was a different story.
Right.
Love those fierces. Love that absorb on the crouching fierce from Mika. He had anti-airs, just played it very, very well. And good mix-ups, of course, as well.
Yeah, it's like you said, it feels like Pavo's been running most of this set, that he's been controlling the pace. It's really just those sequences where Zangief gets 2 SVDs in a row or lands a critical art, you know, that takes it for Stupendous. But that's how Zangief plays. Yeah, exactly. I know we've said this a million times in Zangief matches, but Zangief's health meter really is just like a timer. It's a resource that you use and you spend. You can't be scared of taking damage as Zangief.
Yeah, well, same for Mika. She doesn't have as much life, but she spends it in the same way. Oh, no!
Wow, out of range for that SPD.
So still in there is Pavocado. Pressuring, yes, good reaction.
Yeah, he went for the 3rd absorb because you can absorb 2 hits, and then once you start walking, you can absorb an extra hit.
Right.
And,
but Pavocado saw it. And smart to pressure with jabs there as a way to let himself confirm.
Oh, wow. Got him with the knees. Surprised him with that. But, of course, again, the light punch SPD.
So not much pressure afterward.
Yeah, you can dash up. You're safe. but the only thing you can really do at that point is V-skill.
In fact, you can be punished. You're technically -3. Not every character can reach you there.
Oh,
but
okay.
Yeah,
okay.
it's not a good look.
I thought it was a -2 situation, but -3, yeah.
Yeah, that sucks.
Season 2, Capcom, yeah.
I know, please.
Oh, crush counter didn't quite get the juggle though. It was a little too low.
Oh, okay. Nice reaction by Stu. Pavocado now waking up, and he's just trying to escape.
Oh.
Oh, then he jumped. Wow.
Right, Pavo doing a great job mixing between jump and not jumping.
Right.
Catching Stupendous terribly off guard. There's the EX wingless airplane.
Oh, this mixes from Pavo right now. Oh, everything worked out for Pavocado.
Beautiful sequence there from Pavo. Everything. He had all the right reads. Great stuff. And around that looked like it was all Stupendous. It was going all Stupendous' way. Pavo with the amazing comeback. Takes the lead 4-3 now.
I mean, when he just had all the timings right. Like he jumped at the exact right moment. He didn't jump at the right moment to not jump. Right? That's just as important.
Oh, really
and
good. Yeah, there you go.
As the Geef player, as any character who depends on mix-ups, you know, sometimes you're going to get them right, sometimes you're not going to get them right. You just have to learn over a long set as to what's going to come up. But right there, that was Pavo.
Yeah, one thing, you know, for the people who aren't as familiar with Pavocado, not only is he, like, I feel like his play exemplifies his personality too. You know, I really like his energy.
Oh yeah.
And he is definitely, I feel like Armika's like the perfect character for him.
Totally, totally. Oh, that's a cute choice. I like the cancel.
Yeah,
didn't quite work out, but it was cute.
That's a great reset there for Mika, because that's a guaranteed meaty crouching fierce. And so that really puts the opponent in a scary situation. Oh!
Meanwhile, Stu just blocking it out.
Yep. Oh.
Punish. Really? Not a reversal? And it wasn't in time? Okay.
Against tall Zangief?
Yeah, I'm surprised.
Yeah, okay. Well, we'll have to check the frame data on that.
I know.
I
think it's -6, but all right.
Oh, no, it missed.
Okay, so a chance now for Stupendous. The call out was there again. Why
almost
not?
had it. If he had gotten a crouch light kick, that would have been it.
But why not press crouching jab there as Pavocado?
Right?
There's no reason. There's no mix up there, unfortunately.
Right, exactly, exactly. Oh, there was the armor. Oh, but no confirming the lariat against the drop kick. Maybe he was afraid it was too far. Wow, a rare slide from Pavo and a small punish from Stupendous, but I wonder if that slide was by accident. Again, that crouching fierce, pretty sure that was positive at that range. Pavo has really good spacing.
Yeah, for sure.
Use on that crouch fierce. Every time he does it, it's so scary. Okay, Zangief gets the jump in, and now here comes the Stupendous with the EX SVD. Mix-up time, went for that headbutt to chase the jump back, but Pavocado instead responds with the crouching light punch.
Oh, maybe Stu's chance.
All right, one more mix-up.
Oh, it's misplaced, but no punish by Stupendous. He just wanted the anti-air. He just played patiently.
What a scary, scary anti-air. Maybe 1 or 2 frames later, and he would have ate a big old jump in, and that could have been everything.
Still very grounded play.
Okay.
Especially for Stu, he's jumped so few times.
Yeah.
Pavocado's Mika does have anti-airs, you know, and the character has anti-airs, but still I'm surprised to see Stupendous bring it out so rarely.
Well, we saw Pavo was doing such a good job of that stand fierce.
No, for sure. He's done a good job. Just surprised to see Stupendous kind of give up on that approach. Okay, well, there you go.
Yeah. That was also, you know, corner escape situation, so Pavo was kind of ready for it.
Sure.
That's the thing.
Ooh, that orange is mounting. Oh, the stand roundhouse, not charge, reset.
I would love to see a stat how often people jump forward when they're cornered compared to in the middle of the screen, because that's almost one of the biggest reads that, you know, myself as a player I have. Whenever I trap people in the corner, I often back out into their jump range because people in the corner like to try to jump out so much. I feel like people are twice as likely to try to jump when they're in the corner.
I'm sure you're right. It's certainly something like that.
Yeah. And now in Street Fighter V, you see a lot of people neutral jump or jump back in the corner.
Yeah. Oh, the spacing is excellent. Nope, no punish, unfortunately, for Stu.
Yeah, those V skills usages are rough because those are in ranges where Mika's kind of...
Oh, really?
Nice. Caught her before she got up to the
Yeah,
air.
exactly.
Oh, but the wake-up buttons, that is something Pavo will do a lot. He will wake up with buttons when you aren't near him.
He held up on the stick. Rather than just jumping, which people often do, he held up.
All right, here comes that pressure again. Pavo. Oh, got him with the flex.
Into what, though? He's just going for the reset every time. No, it is EX Pile Driver this
So
time.
now it's the damage, so he wants his mix-up. Wow, did he confirm one light kick in the lariat? Or
I
was
really
that
think
just
he just
lucky?
thought that was going to work. Yeah.
Oh,
is that enough?
That should be enough. Now, wait, does Zangief stand light kick? That doesn't hit low.
No, he just
thought he was
like
going to catch him out of jump or something.
Exactly.
Yeah,
That's what it was.
All right, well, Stupendous then stealing that round. Getting in with the knees and the SPD, but every time he does the knees, you can tell he's always worried about the distance, so he always comes out with the light one.
Into the corner, just like that. Pavocado, and his meaty game has been really strong. He really hasn't let Stupendous get out. He hasn't let Stupendous do wake-up buttons very often at all, if ever. Look at this! How many more? How many more? Oh, not quite death, though. There it is.
Yeah.
So, again, just all right. And that was very strong play by Pavocado. We're talking about how his meaties have been on point, so Stupendous is accustomed to that at this point. And so all these games of setup kind of culminated in that.
Yeah. I mean, one thing that I am very impressed with Pavo is that he is not falling into patterns at all. He keeps changing up what he does constantly on meaties, on escape, SPD escape situations. He has been able to mix it up so well, and it has been really hard for Stupendous to get a read.
Oh, please punish. Well, could have been pile driven.
Yeah. Ooh, fake.
I like Pavo's jump timings. He's been anti-aired, but rarely to much, damage. It's just a jab he takes, so why not?
Oh! Okay, jumped at the last second. That was really odd. Oh, here we go. Big damage.
Okay, into the setup. Will he spend meter? I doubt it. Yeah, he just
he
wants to save for that super. Oh, yes.
Do it right there. And you know what? Let's plant some trees for good measure. Pretty sure that's an avocado tree.
Ooh!
All right, so Stupendous bringing it up 5-4 now. And one of the interesting things that I'm really liking right now is just watching Stupendous between between games.
Very expressive.
Yeah, but it's expressive, but also very. It's almost kind of like Zen-like. Like he's stops and massages his temples.
Stupendous so often goes for crouching jab into SPD after whiff punishing something that Pavo's starting to get the read and jumping forward. So I love that change. I love that adaptation. Got to see the counter adaptation by Stu.
Again, those wake-up buttons from Pavo causing Stupendous some problems. Oh, look at the spacing from Pavocado just standing right outside, but that's why that standing fierce is so important for Zangief, because it's the only move that reaches at that range.
And Trigger's ready to go, so Stupendous, well, he's not going to be in too good of a situation to get it here. Oh, yes.
Slightly delayed, too. So it goes for the meaty, but nice move.
Oh, I love the jump after that.
Oh, he got caught by the level 1. Pavo was not ready for that. Is completely not.
That probably worked. Oh, nice.
Oh, okay. Stupendous had the read that time, so he's going to get the SPD.
Good stuff.
Yeah. I swear I thought he touched the button.
For sure I thought he pressed the button. But good work.
Back to this neutral. Yeah, Stupendous's reaction to the dropkick hasn't been great, but that is not Stupendous's fault. That is Pavocado's good. He has timed his dropkick so well.
Yeah, he has. Right now, the movement is excellent on his part, too. Jumping at perfect timings.
Choosing to spend no meter. You saw that? He actually just went for the...
Oh, no. Well, Pavo gets to do whatever he wants. What's the setup going to be? Other side, and that should be the round. Yeah, those mix-ups are hard to deal with, and they're hard for everybody to deal with, Keith included. / Keith especially.
Yeah. Just from all the rumors, about Season 2, Mika's got to enjoy it while she can.
I hear you. Yeah, I think that's kind of unfortunate, but we'll see how it turns out.
And yeah, you mentioned those jump timings and the trades with the anti-air.
Yeah.
Pavo's winning all of those.
Yeah,
he's getting fierce damage.
Right.
Oh, wow, that could have been punished with jab SPD, I'm pretty sure. Here comes Pavo into the corner. The mix-up pressure. Okay, nice blocks. This is the thing. This is what I'm talking about.
He's very strong.
Yeah, his ability to switch up what his defensive choice is great. He's got a great, like, little RNG machine in his head.
Right, yeah. There it is. Oh, but she pressed jab first. I don't know about that one. Oh, a couple of big chances for punishes. And Stu just didn't expect it, didn't take it.
He's thinking about knees into supers or something like that, so I think he's just not thinking about it.
Oh, the dash in. That's one of Mika's big tools. You're so accustomed to fighting against her footsies, which turned out to have been solid, that then you're just too still, and you end up letting her in.
All right, level 2. He still got, oh, he went for the level 1. Wow, he might have been able to get something off of that. Oh, here we go.
There it is.
That's going to be able to combo into the critical art. Anytime you hit with that knee, no matter what, you can always combo into the critical art.
One more mix-up.
Oh, boy. Here comes the Desco. That should do it.
Oh, I don't think so. He needed something else, yeah, and he did. He did get it. If he had gone for the Stand Strong Fierce into Super rather than into Irish Whip, he could have just taken it, but, you know, he did whatever felt right for him, and it ended up working out.
1 second left on the clock. Pavo takes that.
Yeah.
You can see the frustration on Stu's face right now.
Now the question is, how do you deal with her mix-ups, right? Like that's where it comes down to ultimately. You want to put up a good wall against her, or you want to be in against her, but you know that's not always going to work out, right? You're going to be in the corner against her sometimes, often, in fact. So you got to figure out how to deal with it. There, he gets the jab first. That's really how it should work.
Again, Pavo with this surprise slide. Maybe just a read that Stupendous is standing a lot. He's gone for a couple of them, and frankly, Stu has never punished the slide well. So I don't see why he wouldn't keep using it as a tool.
Yeah, sure.
Into the crouch fierce, but wasn't able to combo. Gets the crouch throw. Of course, Mika has a different throws against standing and crouching opponents.
This is such good pressure. Yeah, did you see all that gray life?
It's all gone now.
Oh, the backdash!
Okay,
First time we've seen that defensive tool. Now Stupendous gets a chance. Into what? Low. Great blocking. But Stu takes advantage. He's got another one.
Yep. That's going to be able to combo into it, into a charge fierce. Is it not?
Doesn't even need that. He just needs dash up into whatever. Forward fierce, lariat, whatever. Roundhouse. It all would have worked.
Okay. I like that offer. That was essentially a quote whiff punish. Surprising. Oh no, the lariat didn't hit for now until next week maybe. And now EX Flying Peach. Oh, and just meaty clap. Just meaty clap because he read the potential wake up B skill.
Yeah, why not?
Okay, well, Stu is out of the corner though. That's huge.
Yes, big turnaround now.
Look at this patience from Pavo. Oh.
You know, Pavo had good timings to jump or not jump there, but Stupendous had better ones.
I wonder if Stupendous was trying to land into SPD and hit the button a little too early.
Dirty stuff. What a mix-up. Pavo takes the round.
Yeah, on that one neutral jump, Stupendous came down, SPD'd in the air before he landed. That happens a lot when you try to SPD too early before you land and hit the button right before you hit the ground. So I wonder if that's what happened to Stu.
Sometimes you look for the opponent to anti-air with something that would whiff and cause them to problems if you land later than they expect.
Dude, air whiff SPD should have way less delay on
I'm with you, man. But oh well.
Nice. Got the command throw from Armika. Ooh, didn't go for anything.
Yeah.
Knee into nothing.
You can't always. Sometimes the opponents jump. You want to make sure that they understand that. Oh, could have been canceled by Pavo, but did not.
Yeah. Chase down that jump back again with the stand roundhouse.
So Stupendous, from that, even though it didn't end up doing much damage, that shows me that he understands more about Pavocado's intentions for trying to get away.
All right.
Yeah, again, you see, he's waiting. You can't always do it, and I like that he's giving that to Pavo.
Not gonna be reversal to get out of there.
Oh! Actually, maybe that might have been safe at that spacing. The splash. Again, that V reversal.
That should be able to confirm, yeah, Stupendous being saved by the V reversal several times.
And he's keeping it close. It's 6-5.
The good part about it is that I'm sure he's had this situation happen enough that when that happens, he already has follow-ups ready to go,
For
right?
sure.
He's like, oh, no V reversal. Okay, I'm ready for the EX SPD.
sure.
So good stuff. Yeah, I mean, at first I wasn't sure if that was V reversal because it's a medium button, but I forget command normals have priority over all.
That's what it is.
So, ooh, I thought he could have SPD'd that, but here we go. Pavo just going for that instead of the reset. And then, yeah, that's another thing too. Pavo was very cognizant of when he's in the corner, and then he really goes for that punch SPD. He goes for that a lot.
You could just walking back out of that stand fierce. Oh, there's a jump, and I'm happy to see that. Didn't even work out, didn't do damage, but it's important for Stu that he does that stuff.
And great reactions from Pavo to react to that V skill and just immediately toss it with the Irish whip.
Nice. And, you know, Mika's one character that you just can't really hold out the V skill. You can't really walk with it because he just has such good solutions to it.
If it's not that, it's going to be the command throw.
Right, yeah.
Yeah. Ooh, crush count number 2. Oh, actually, not too far.
Yeah.
Still got him with that stand roundhouse. No anti-air because it's scary range. Okay, EX SPD this time. Gonna spend a little meter so that after he has more pressure, because that's important. But unfortunately, you almost rather get hit by that lariat combo sometimes because Zangief really doesn't get any pressure after that.
Yeah, you know, some Geefs will not do the lariat. They'll just do crouching jabs, stand short into some mix-up.
Right.
But Stu prefers lariat. Okay, nice read.
Yeah,
Pavocado's still in this. Still in this. All he needs is one hit to get things going. He's really 2 mix-ups away from taking this.
Okay.
Maybe more than that now.
Start. One hit. There it is, and he's going to link into the critical art.
Okay, what does he have after that?
Yeah, it's too light, so not a lot of damage.
He does have to pay attention to Stu waking up with meter, though.
Right.
Crouching strong, something on... Oh, it was backdash instead.
Exactly what you said. He was ready. Oh, no! Pavo drops his combo, but just still manages to get it anyway.
It all worked out.
Pavo looked like he was trying to get a little cute with his kill combo, and you can see him smiling and shaking his head like, why did I put myself into that situation? Force myself into one more guess. But he is up 7-5 now over Stupendous.
Each time it feels like Stupendous gets a game, there's another game followed after immediately by Pavocado. That is almost entirely the case. There was one time when Stu had 2 in a row. Other than that, it has been the case.
That was just right at the very beginning that he got 2 in a row. But he has not been able to get a streak going, and that, I mean, Pavo's going to be fine with that. So.
Oh, such a smart option to get back into the corner. But you know that she can do that hit or grab.
Yep.
That's something unique for her.
Yeah, and that time he doesn't care to throw him out of the corner because he knows it was going to stun. Here we go, big damage into the corner. Wingless airplane is enough. There is a perfect for Pavocado. Yeah.
Yeah, she's a cool voice actor. Nice work. Nice work.
I really like her voice in this game.
Ooh! Ooh! Not canceled into butt.
Yeah, might have actually been one of the later frames, maybe not canceled. I'm not sure if that's a property of her Fierce. Oh, big
there it is.
There it goes. Finally gets the proper punish and Fierce SPD at that. Again,
okay, the call.
But again, it's another situation where Pavo almost seems like, you know what, go ahead, roundhouse me out of the air because
get reset.
I get away because obviously he lands too far away to have any sort of mix-up keep going.
Ooh, big mistake by Stupendous. Meaty timing coming in. Like I said, he has been so on point with those meaty buttons that Stu just hasn't been able to get away. Yeah, definitely a trade in Mika's favor. In terms of damage, at least.
Oh, okay, going with the knees into the whiff. Still not enough to kill. Still dangerous.
He kept it very safe right there, and I love the grab tech from Pavo.
Lots of jabs right now from Stupendous.
Yes, just needs one more hit, and he has that range. Oh, but there was no thing.
Here we go.
Kind of resets the situation, so not going to get much there, but Pavo has shown that he can get in without pressing, without taking any hit.
Yes. I was just about to say, if he dashes EX again, he's going to take it.
He did.
And that's exactly what he did. See, in that situation, Stupendous needed to hit more stray buttons. Crouching light kick. Harder to whiff punish at those ranges. And just to intercept potential forward dashes from Pavo, did not do that. And that gave Pavo the green light to get right in there and land that command throw.
Yeah. Oh, I love the start from Pavocado.
Okay, that time was able to get it with the reversal.
Yeah. I love the start from Pavocado, the dash. You know, he just saw, okay, you're not going to press buttons in footsies? Cool, I'm going to take advantage. And that's part of what this is about, too, his ability to dash in.
All right. Walks back enough so that the regular throw whiffed. Again, Pavo not jumping.
His defense is so good.
Yeah. His defense is amazing.
Okay, the reset this time.
Yeah. Oh, V reversal again.
The reset this time again.
But yeah, Stu has been trying to read his jumps.
Oh no. Well, not juggled. But Pavo is back in there. Pavo kind of controlling this corner.
That jab has worked after the V reversal.
Oh,
what
yeah.
a read. He knew. He was waiting for Stupendous to try to dash forward.
Yeah, very solid stuff. Again, the defense I'm really impressed by. So that's going to be Pavo taking the round. He's getting close to sealing this thing. He's going to need another round before he's at match game, but he's getting close.
Round 2. Fight.
Stupendous now trying to work his way in. But as you mentioned very early on, a lot of the fights are always with Stupendous in the corner.
Yeah, it feels as Geef in this matchup. Like, you know, you can play footsies a bit, but it's while walking backwards. You don't feel like you can walk forwards very well. Part of that is Mika's nice walk speed. Part of it is her jumps, ability to mix up with down strong in the air. Part of it is the fact that you need to be away from crouching fierce.
Right.
You know, you just don't want to be there.
Oh, he just went for the critical art. Okay. He wants to try to take this round and give himself a lot of time to build meter back.
That was not a punish, just a nice read.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, but no EX afterward. So Stupendous ends up taking the round.
Yeah, but see, I like that use of that critical art in that situation because it got him this round and he still was able to build up a bar. So he's going to be able to get another critical art pretty soon. Unless, of course, Pavo just blows him up. But wow, regular throw from Stu.
Oh, the backdash. We've seen so few of these.
Yeah, but again, it just shows that Pavo with the great mix-ups when he's being mixed up. Goes for a backdash that time. Sometimes he blocks, sometimes he jumps. He's not falling into patterns, and that's what makes him so deadly right now. Oh my god.
Oh, yeah, EX follow-up this time. And now the meaties have been so consistent.
Okay.
Just outside of range.
Yeah, so SB reached.
Oh,
Trying
yeah.
to chase back the jump again, but that's the second time Pavo has beat that, and here comes the mix-up. Oh, and it's enough. Pavo's gonna go up 9-5. What a way to make a living. Pavocado now 1 game away from taking the set and going up against KBrad for a NorCal. No. I think that's the first time we might have had a NorCal.
Maybe so.
NorCal.
Wouldn't surprise me.
All right.
But his defense, Pavo's defense, has started to really get inside Stupendous' head. You can tell by some of Stu's decision making that he's really starting to overthink some of these things, jumping at times when he expects jumps from Pavocado, but you know they don't come. And that's as Geef, you have to get those mix-ups right. If you're not, that's you're not gonna win. That's what the character's about ultimately.
Ooh, dash up, command throw into the closer to the corner in any case. Oh, gets the crush counter. Yeah, I guess there is no range where that doesn't work.
I mean, only if you crush something that was like a far limb.
Right.
But if you just if you hit the actual character, it's pretty free.
V reversal on wake up again. Stu has definitely been living on V reversals, whether they connect or not.
Yeah, and as you the jump. After so many times of not jumping, like I said, the defense has just been real strong on Pavocado's side. Just back into the corner.
There it is. Yeah. Goes for the level 2, just wants the combo ability off of the crouched lights.
Right, yeah, he knows that one jab. Oh, exactly like this. Oh no, it was level 2, so now he lives. Pavo wakes up buttons, no! Match point. Nice work. How many times, though, have we seen wake up buttons? I feel like Pavocado's meaties have been so much tighter than Stu's.
Yeah. But the crazy thing about it is, like, yeah, he's done wake up buttons, but notice that when he does them, they work. And when Stu is trying to bait him into wake-up buttons, there are no wake-up buttons. So it's
no,
like,
yeah, again, his defense is
excellent. Like I said, look at that. He knew that Stu was going to go for the SVD after the headbutt, jumps out of it. Yeah.
Great range on that crouching fierce. Stu's, yeah, he's looking for that crouching fierce. So now pressure, opportunity, will his meaty be on point? Oh, yes.
Okay.
Got another chance now.
Maybe one of the only times that I feel like Stu had the right read.
Right, and then he didn't after that. He thought too far ahead.
Yep.
So Stupendous now just waiting for her last hit. Oh!
Cancel that into anything and gets the crouching light punch. So Stupendous trying to stay alive. He's got a long road.
Sure.
Yeah.
Match point Pavocado. Yes, lovely whiff punish. Not, I mean, obviously Stu could have done something about it, but you just don't expect to after your stand fierce whiffs.
Went for that meaty Sobat kick from Mika. Whoa.
That's solid for it. He had the right call.
Yeah,
Mika's gonna jump, but just didn't have the range.
Yeah.
Right call, wrong option. Those jumps too have been so solid from Pavocado. We talked about the trades, but the timing and the range of them as well is super good.
Well, Pavo has to be a little bit worried here. He's got a lot of meters, so.
Wake up button. If that had been something else from Stu, that'd have been a true Medius, would be a different story. Into what? Oh, okay.
Oh, just regular SPD. Okay.
Yes, blocking well. And backing off.
Remember, any hit now could be a level 1 trigger into super.
Right. Oh, no!
That's going to be it right there. And that is just unfortunate for Pavo.
Yeah, I love the idea of it.
Yeah,
It just didn't work out how he wanted it to.
It was what you had mentioned earlier, except the other way. Mika hit a limb. And so Zangief was too far for that EX Flying Peach. I don't know if I've ever seen it be too far for the Flying Peach afterwards, let alone against a big old character like Zangief, but
there you go.
It happened, and so Stupendous is gonna stay alive here. So Stupendous says, you know what, give me a second.
Yeah, understandable.
Yeah. There it is, Stupendous, deep in thought.
To go back to talking about those jumps, one thing I would love to see from Stu a little bit more is down fierce anti-air. There's a range where Mika has been jumping from that's like max jump roundhouse range.
Right.
Where if instead there's a crouching a down strong in the air, then none of the anti-airs from Geef will hit.
Right.
But that's like perfect crouching fierce range for the anti-air.
The problem is, I just think Stupendous honestly is so involved in this ground game.
Yeah, I'm sure that's it.
And he just has not been able to react to the anti-air. There's a couple of times that Pavo's jumped in and Stu hasn't even hit jab. You know, like nothing. And that's just a credit to Pavo's really good jump timing.
Yeah, and as the set has gone on, there have been more jumps from Pavo. They've been more successful.
Oh, we got the backdash into a stun. Gets back out of the corner. Let's charge up my throw. Oh.
Yes. Oh, no! This is a big chance now. Stupendous has the corner. He's 3 mix-ups away from doing this thing.
Well, he's got a V-trigger on deck as well. Well, not anymore.
It's
and he spent
very understandable.
a meter,
Yeah, you know, he probably was looking for command grab, jump short into command grab. And his EX would have gotten him through that, but not through the stand jab. Match point again, Pavocado. Grounded play. Will Pavo go for the jump? Yes. Nice anti-air. Oh, what?
Oh,
just too far. That's so unfortunate.
Yeah. Because you can see that Pavo was on the floor for a very long time, just out of range. Now Pavo in perfect position.
From the front, Stu. Oh, grab
Okay,
immediately.
finally, yeah. I was gonna say earlier that he had been blocking the low jabs all the time now. So Stu finally changed that up. Gets the dash up EX SPD. Oh my.
We're seeing some differences now in Stupendous' play.
Yeah, back against the wall situation perhaps.
Right. Nothing there.
But you see the reason why it's really, wow, just lariat all of nowhere.
Oh, that's going to be the round. Yeah. Oh, no, Pixel. Pixel Mika. Ah, nice work.
Scary, scary, scary.
Yeah.
Might be one of the scariest since Pixel Wolverine from Ultimate Marvel days. Pixel Zeros.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, the reason why Pavo's drop kicks are so hard to read because he definitely does a lot of that where he like crouches and it kind of looks the same. You know?
Totally.
So
Yeah, he does a great job with that.
Yeah, see, every time
Cage now. Oh, nice timing. And good damage and good meaty situation. And he kept it into the reset instead. He hasn't been going for lariat since we talked about it. He stopped doing it. Very tense mid-range. Nice grounded play. Pavo. Oh, is that there in time? No, not quite.
Oh, he went for the long range one because he just didn't think that he was going to be able to combo off. It was probably right. Oh, again, a crazy lariat.
Yeah, I'm not sure. Oh, what a read. Will he go for the knockdown this time? He does.
Yes, but didn't have enough resources to do any more damage than that. That's the best that he was going to get. Ooh, he was in range for EXSPD, which might not have killed, actually, especially after last round.
Right. A rare jump from Stupendous, and then after seeing that there were a few buttons from Stupendous, Pavo dashes in. Again, reset situation in neutral, but... Oh, jabbed! What a smart jab.
And he went for it again.
You mentioned how he did knee into nothing. He was looking to see what Pavo's response was going to be, and then when it came down to his SPD guess, Pavo had to jump at exactly the right time, and that is that. 10-6 is the final score. Pavocado from Northern California ends up taking it. So congratulations to NorCal. Somebody from that region is going to take it today. Stupendous has been knocked out. DS Stupendous. You know, as that set went on, I really started to like a lot of what Pavo was doing. The defense I thought was excellent, impregnable at times, perfect decision-making at times. But not just that. It was the neutral game. I loved his jump timings and spacings. I thought he had a lot of really good play in both neutral and in the mix-up. So let's go over to James, see what they have to say.
All right, I'm here with the players here, and so I'm going to talk to Stupendous first. You know, describe to me what your game plan was and what wasn't working. Like, what was Pavo doing to keep you to throw off your game plan?
So there are two types of Mikas. The one that goes crazy, and then the solid ones that play really slow in the neutral game and then go crazy. Pavo is a bit of both. He likes to play the really slow neutral game, and then once he gets me in the corner or gets me in a mix-up, then he just goes ham, and he's really good at playing the neutral. And Zangief doesn't really have great wake-up options, and he loses to any kind of throw loop, including command throw, and his neutral isn't that great either. So I believe that Mika beats Zangief in this matchup. Also, he used a character that won Capcom Cup. I used a character that didn't even qualify for Capcom Cup.
All right. So. Well, what can you take away from this match? Is there anything to take away besides let's see what happens in Season 2?
I'll see you in Season 2.
All right. Well, so Pavo, one of the things that me and David was noting really was that you were doing a really good job mixing up your options, not only on when you knocked him down, but when he knocked you down, you were able to block or jump or hit buttons. How do you choose what to do in those moments like that?
Specifically for Stupendous, Stupendous is a fast learner. So Stupendous will tend to, at least from what I felt, for the one time where I scooped him a lot, it had to be like a really, really long set before he would allow me to do that. Otherwise, like if I hit him with something, he's really present. He realizes like, oh, he's going to hit me with this, don't be open to that. Like, and he had a lot of really interesting tech options the whole time. The little neon wake up got me like 2 or 3 times, like really big matches. That's
we were saying that was probably a V reversal, right? Yeah. So
oh, is it?
Yeah.
So good. That's like OSV reversal. Yeah. No, that's sick.
All right. Well, just from that matchup, from your perspective, what were things that you were taking advantage of that Stu was doing to help you win that?
Let's see. There was one block string in particular. It was like crutch jab headbutt that wasn't working, and I didn't interrupt it on purpose the first time. But after that, every time I saw it, I was like, okay, mash jab. Yeah, and just really waiting in neutral a lot. I was fine with taking a long time.
Right.
Any match that I lost, or not any match, but a lot of matches I lost, I was like, why am I not just sitting in neutral?
Okay. Yeah. Well, you're going to be going up against KBrad next, and you mentioned that you had a lot of Cammy practice with Myers when the game first came out and such like that. How do you feel about that match going in?
Cammy in particular I like a lot. I've done well against Xiaohai and Alex Myers in the past. But the last time that I played KBrad like one set ever in this game, and he bodied me. He destroyed me. But it's been a little bit of time, so we'll see what happens.
All right, well, we're going to see that match. It is going to be Pavo going up against KBrad. It's going to be a NorCal versus NorCal match, and that is going to be coming up right after this break. All right, everybody, welcome back to ESL's King of the Hill. I'm James Chen.
Hey, I'm Ultra David. So we just saw Pavocado beat DS Stupendous.
That's right.
The NorCal representative moved on to face the reigning NorCal champion, KBrad.
Yep, and he has been the reigning champion for
a little while
4 weeks, I think, or so. Maybe even longer than that.
Yeah,
but,
it could be 10, 12 weeks.
Yeah.
It's been a long time. It could be a couple of years.
Yeah, exactly. And, you know, just as a reminder, even though this is the last week of Season 2, Season 3 is going to start on January 10th next year.
That's right.
And not only is it a change from East Coast to West Coast, but don't forget, it is going to be the start of Season 2 for Street Fighter V.
Exactly right. So as we move into Season 3 of King of the Hill, Season 2 of Street Fighter V will be what we're playing on. That comes out next week. It's pretty soon now.
Yeah.
And there are going to be some pretty big changes to at least some characters.
Right.
In there. We don't know what all of them are yet. We had a chance to play some at PSX. No, I'm not sure how many of those changes will be in the final version. We'll have to wait to see exactly what happens with that. But it does sound like at least some characters are going to be changed significantly.
Yeah, and there's going to be new characters. Are we going to see an Akuma in
cool.
the ESL's King of the Hill Season 3? That would be awesome.
Could be. Could be, absolutely. Well, let's turn our attention to this week. Talk about the format here just a little bit. You can see this King of the Coast Invitational, NorCal versus SoCal. Well, more precisely. Right now, it's going to be NorCal versus NorCal. And KBrad, as the king, has returned from previous weeks to defend his title. It'll be a first to 10. All the characters are allowed. Some of the stages are banned, but no big deal. It doesn't really have an impact on things. And loser has a chance to change character, but probably just going to be Cammy versus Mika, so not looking for any significant changes out of either of the players. You know, KBrad, as you said, he has been running the show for a little while here on the left, and Pavocado on the far left, upper left, with the Mika. Did some really good work, man. His defense was excellent against Stupendous, and his offensive choices were really smart. His neutral game was solid stuff. Just a lot of really good choices out of him. Excellent play. Excellent play. Very, very pretty to watch.
Yeah, and speaking of pretty, we've got these beautiful ESL joysticks here. So look, the photo that you're seeing on your screen does not do it justice. I'm sitting here holding this thing myself, full of greasy sandwich fingers right now, but this thing is very beautiful. I mean, take a look at this thing. It's really well done. And as you mentioned, this is like etched in here.
Yeah.
Like it's got
not just the decal. There's some actual
exactly.
work that went into that.
Yeah, and it's really, really, and look at the touchpad has a design on it too. It's
pretty
really
sweet.
Cool.
If you'd like a chance to win this thing, just follow these couple Twitter accounts down here at the bottom, ESL, SF, and Controller Chaos, and you yourself will have a chance to win. And of course, the people who win King of the Hill will get one of these. Now, it's only one per winner, so KBrad's not going to walk away with all of these joysticks. But if Pavocado ends up beating KBrad tonight, then he will get one of these as well.
That's right. Beautiful, beautiful work here. So, all right. And of course, if you like the stuff that we do here, we also not only do commentary, but we discuss all things fighting game community every Tuesday on the Tuesday show. You can see at the bottom of the screen, twitch.tv/UltraChenTV. We cover all sorts of fighting game news, the tournament results, the storylines, the debates, the drama that's going on in the fighting game community. And we also stream ourselves playing games as much as we can on the channel as well.
Yep. Please give it a follow. And now, when you see these players play, when we watch them play, they're going to be watching themselves play on monitors provided by Addis. Those are Zowie monitors by BenQ. Thanks to the support from them, you can follow them, Addis, at Addis Inc.
All right. Well, the players are seated. It looks like they are just about ready to go. Again, as a reminder, it is going to be Pavocado versus KBrad, as you can see here on the screen.
That's right. Again, Pavocado ended up beating Stupendous. Ultimately, it was a score of 10-6. Just seemed like, you know, Stupendous couldn't get more than a couple in a row. He only had 2 in a row once. Other than that, Pavocado had 3 in a row at one point, had a few 2 in a rows. And like I said, I was impressed by all the aspects of his game. I know that he doesn't travel very often out of Northern California, but from all accounts, up there in Northern California, he hangs with all the top players that they have, and they do have some of the best. So we're first going to get a conversation with KBrad, see what he thinks about playing against Pavocado. I think that'll be interesting. You know, Pavo did mention that he has played against and had success against some Kami players in the past, but KBrad might be a different story. Let's go over to James to find out what KBrad thinks.
All right, I'm sitting here I'm standing here next to the reigning champion, the reigning king of the hill, Mr. Kenneth Bradley. How are you going to approach this match against Pavo's Mika?
I have no idea. I saw Mika, and then I was like, all right, let's see how good he is, right? So I was like, I would rather fight Stupendous because then I could at least rush him down, rush Zangief down, right? Not necessarily Stupendous, but Zangief, I'm like, I can rush this character down and it really doesn't matter. Then I can get away a lot. But Mika, it's like one of those things where once I'm put in a situation where I have to guess, I don't like that situation because my character has no health. So we're just one match at a time, man.
Well, how many Mikas have you been able to practice against? Do you get a chance to play that matchup a lot against high-level Mikas?
Maybe on my stream, just online, you know, just play like a bunch of like Mikas online. But I don't really train with Mikas like that, no.
So, do you have any sort of game plan, or are you just gonna try to do your thing and hope for the best?
We're going to slug it out. We're going to slug it out and see what happens.
All right. Well, there you go. And we're going to have this match coming up. It is going to be KBrad versus Pavo in just after just a short, brief break. So stick around, guys. All right, we are back here with King of the Hill. It is going to be an all-NorCal affair here for this day. It is going to be KBrad going up against Pavocado.
That's right. Expected to be Kami versus Mika. I liked KBrad's description of how the match is going to go. Let's just slug it out.
Yep.
We'll see what happens. It's always funny to me to listen to players who are, you know, you can be so good and yet not really explain what you're going to do. Come on, man. It's more than just slugging it out.
No, but I mean,
he's going to try to use his dive kicks and ground speed to control the match, and he's going to pressure well with these buttons. I mean, come on.
I mean, the one thing I will say about KBrad's play, though, is that I do feel it is there is that kind of zoning, you know,
he's patient.
the way that he plays. It's not even just zoning the characters. I just feel like he gets into some kind of like Zen mode, you know what I mean? So maybe it's harder for him because like when he's playing, it just happens, you know, it just happens, and you know what works just starts to work for him. So
well, he has put in a ton of work to get to where he is. That is for sure. Lots of traveling, lots of work, lots of practice. And, you know, when the game first came out, he didn't feel like he could play his style Street Fighter. But as you know, Street Fighter 5 has developed a little bit. His style of that slow play where he can turn it into strong offense has definitely become more effective, and you can see that in his results.
Yeah, well, it's going to be interesting because, as we mentioned already, Pavo playing a very strong neutral game as well.
Absolutely.
So I'm really curious now to see how that's going to match up with each other. This very careful play of KBrad going up against this careful play of Armika, with two characters who a lot of people associate with crazy go-nuts.
Well, once they get started, it's going to be very tough for the other person to deal with. So Cammy pressures well. Mika doesn't have very good defensive options, so she's going to be kind of caught there. But on the other side, Mika does so much damage, and Cammy can't take a lot of damage. So, you know, they both pressure each other in interesting ways, I think.
Well, you know what? Enough talking about it. Let's find out what's going to happen. Let's see how this match plays out. It is going to be, once again, Pavo against KBrad. You can see Pavo is sitting on the left, KBrad sitting on the right. You can see how stressed and nervous KBrad looks. You know, no, I'm just kidding. He's just stretching and just being like, yeah, all right, here comes the match. So, but KBrad ready to go. And there it is. You can see it right there. Mika versus Cammy as expected. And I'm really curious to see exactly how this guy. I predict it's just going to be like walk back and forth.
Yeah,
for
I
a
think
little
it would
bit
start
at the
off.
beginning.
Yeah, with a lot of just waiting to see who can get started first. Not really wanting to take too much risk. Or maybe the alternative is, hey, the other guy expects me to do that. Let's go nuts. But no, okay, it is that patient.
Yeah. That's another button that I like Pavo's usage of is that standing roundhouse. And wow, KBrad just getting in there already. And you can just see how aggressive he is and how kinetic he is.
Okay, nice reaction. KBrad now gets the pressure. Oh, mistimed it.
Well, Pavo
press buttons after that maximum range crouch and curse. Wow, that's a lesson for Pavo. He's going to have to pay attention to that in the future. Great block.
Pavo's really good at mixing up between doing quick rise and back roll. And, you know, if your opponent is really good at that, this is what happens right here. It's really hard to keep your meaties going because a lot of people have talked about how good wake-up jabs are. Wake-up jabs are not what are good. Everyone has perfect meaty timings to blow up wake-up jabs.
Yeah.
It's just the quick rise versus the back roll, and that's what causes a lot of the problems. All right. Well, KBrad says he doesn't really
There's the button.
Yeah. Doesn't really get a chance to play against high-level Mikas like this outside of online.
Well, so far I really like Pavo's game. Now he gets the pressure. Again, the risk for Cammy is huge. Does she do a Dragon Punch or get away? Or risk dying? Nope. It's death anyway.
Yep.
But we'll see, I guess. Maybe one more mix-up here.
Oh! And you know what? We've talked about this in all the previous weeks that KBrad does a really, really solid job of not going into that wake-up uppercut. And it's really hard to read when he decides to do that. But Pavo right there, first time, first game.
Very solid game one.
Yeah, KBrad goes for the wake-up, goes for the reversal uppercut on landing. Pavo baits it out, takes game one. This might be the first time that in these King of the Hill matches that KBrad's been down.
Maybe so.
Again, that standing roundhouse usage from Pavo is so good.
Oh, no cancel, no confirm. I like Pavo's grounded play. He's just fishing around for forward strong, not taking any risks. Very calm stuff. Now he gets the pressure. And you know, you can see the benefit of that. Oh, no confirm by KBrad.
Oh, but
there's a confirm by Pavo,
yeah,
though.
Exactly. Great stuff to Pavo. 3 rounds in a row so far. This slugging it out strategy doesn't seem to be working too well for KBrad right now. But
yeah, you can see him trying to kind of thread the needle. You know, he wants to establish movement. Big part of this matchup for him. So far, he hasn't really been able to do it. I love that. And that's a perfect range for that, too. If KBrad goes up into the air, he gets knocked by stand roundhouse.
That stand roundhouse usage from Pavo so far has been ridiculous.
Yeah, keep in mind, that is -4 on block. Wow, too far.
Yeah, but I mean, Cammy, like her crouching jab is 3 frames, might not even be able to reach that far to punish him,
maybe not. Yeah.
Oh, all right,
well, at least KBrad took advantage of it.
It's the meaty stand medium punch, but nothing afterwards.
Oh,
Get the confirm and into the corner.
Huge mix-up.
Oh!
One more.
Is that enough to... he quit. I thought he was going to go for the EX wingless airplane, perhaps to go for the stun.
Same. Where's she coming? Oh, nice timing.
That's going to do it. Yeah, KBrad's going to take that with the V trigger.
That's funny. I thought it was the Nadeshko coming, but no, that was the different. That was the wrong V trigger.
Oh, yeah. You're going to have her Satsuki jumping in and helping Cammy instead. To KBrad or something. I don't know.
I know those characters.
All right. All right, good block. No challenge, though, from Pavo. Again, playing very defensive. And look at that. The one time that KBrad tried to bait something out and block, Pavo just stuck out a button. Didn't go for anything crazy.
Yep. Again, he's not playing a risky style.
Oh, boy. Into the corner. Goes for the reset.
Oh my God.
Is
that a stun? Yes!
That was
this is going to get...
into the critical art.
It's going to get close.
Yeah, so he charged up the critical art a little bit with that microphone. It's not going to be quite enough to kill, but Cammy low health, so it's going to be very down to the last.
I love the backdash. After doing wake up DP in this similar situation last game. What? Pavo only needs one more hit.
But KBrad too, because he's
right,
got that. Oh! Hit out of the air!
Wake up jab.
Very fortunate for Pavo getting caught out of the air, so there was no full combo confirmed for KBrad, and Pavo goes up 2-0.
Okay.
But you know what, KBrad, he's won the past few weeks, what, 10-3, 10-5, you know, like he can, the way that he's been beating people, I feel like he can afford to lose a couple of games if he can find that rhythm.
Certainly, yeah. Once he gets things going, if he gets things going, then he can be a major threat.
But again, the way that Pavo plays, because he's so good at mixing up what his options are in every key moment.
Oh, first time we've seen that. What a backdash timing.
Oh, but he's out of the air.
Yeah, there's kind of a little bounce there.
Oh, boy. Oh, he didn't go for the 3-strong combo like he did last time. Nice chase down with the uppercut.
What kind of resetting the situation as a result?
Yeah.
Oh, no.
That's punished. Yeah.
And Mika, I think, is probably one of the better characters at doing that. Look at that.
And there it is right there. And again, you know, one of the things we keep talking about how Pavo has these good decisions and mixes it up a lot. It's important to note that that's happening in these key moments. It's a term that OS Ryan Hunter on Twitter has talked about a lot before, key moments.
Oh, that's what I'm talking about. That stand roundhouse spacing is so good for both ground and air control.
Ooh, he did that maybe too early because she is plus.
I don't know. He was one mix-up off of taking this.
Yeah.
And now it's Cammy's pressure time. Oh, no!
Jump. Using that.
Oh no, it all melted, it all fell apart.
And that is the advantage that any character has over Cammy, is that the health is so low, and if you block an uppercut, if you drain 300 health, you know, 350 health on some characters, you know, that's, you know, a third of their health. Against Cammy, that's like maybe 4/5 of her health right there, so very risky for Cammy to go for those uppercuts.
Yeah. But it is something that she needs to do, just to dissuade the opponent at least sometimes.
You have that option. You have to show that you're willing to play that card.
Right.
Otherwise, you might as well not have an uppercut.
And keep in mind, it's still early in the set, so establishing that kind of thing early, even if you lose the game, is not that bad.
Ooh, but that was at that range that was dodgy on whether you could punish it. She can make the Fierce Flying Peach safe. Oh, point blank low Fierce?
But back to neutral. And Pavo again, just waiting, not jumping in, not overcommitting. I just love that style of play. Look at this. I mean, Cammy has gone into the air, and Pavo could have done something about it, but he's playing such safety-first style.
Oh, okay, good confirm. Still not enough to kill, but just a meaty. And that was right there, you know, showing Pavo's tendency to try to hit buttons on Wake Up. Got caught that time, got punished for it. But
Pavo has mixed up between back roll and quick get up quite a bit. And those are, you know, for most characters, different meaty timings.
See him abusing that stand roundhouse there. Beautiful stuff again. Just great use of that button. Pavo ready for that dash under.
And back to just waiting it out. Oh, wow.
Hit her out of...
Cammy, yes, gets the grab.
Oh!
That was the link, huh? Sick.
Stolen.
Into the corner now. Okay, into what?
right back into the corner, but great blocks from KBrad. KBrad's defense on those mix-ups have been really, really good himself.
Yes, absolutely. Oh, maybe.
Oh, he
It did.
He touched a button.
Probably need something else. Let's see here. Yes, does.
Okay, what's the mix?
Into what?
Oh, the meaty clap.
He was brave enough to test the meaty against Dragon Punch Super being available.
I know.
Dang. That's a gutsy play.
Oh, and here comes a big punish now. Wow, Pavo has been winning all of those little moments that are making all the big differences.
Finally interrupted, but I love that series from KBrad.
Okay, yeah. Reaction, good reaction from KBrad. That has always been one of his biggest strengths. Okay, he's gonna deal with the mix-up. Okay.
Nice anti-air, he kept the corner.
Oh, he missed the dive kick! But no,
Backing off.
Didn't get himself into a bad situation, was able to recover from that.
Look at all these frame traps. You know, KBrad's giving so many opportunities for Pavo to press an errant button, and he's just not taking them. He's being so patient. Oh, there was one, but not converted by KBrad. So now Pavocado maybe trying to move in a little bit. Yeah, you see him moving forward. But doing so still in a way that's not reckless.
KBrad with a big life lead, but as we've seen...
Oh boy, one more mix-up, could be.
Man.
And meterlessly, I love it.
Yeah, he wants that confirm into the critical art. And he's got all the confirms like the stand jab, the low crouching light kick, that was it! Oh,
there
that's gonna do it right there!
Is that gonna be it?
Oh, that's
it, right?
Oh, yeah,
that's totally
it. That's
yeah.
it. Yeah, boom.
You're right. You are right.
And that is 4-0 for Pavocado. Pavo
wins.
KBrad has been running this show, and here we are at the end of season 2, end of month 2, and it might be over.
Could it be that only a NorCal player can take out this NorCal player?
Oh, James, don't do that to me. Nice entrance. Love that timing.
Yeah, got the confirm into the light drill. It's interesting that KBrad doesn't go for the jump afterwards. That target combo into light drill into jumping light kick sets up perfect cross-up and like safe jumps against both options, both wake-up options. It covers both.
Nice whiff punish. KBrad gets out of the corner.
He
Pressure.
doesn't do the light drill. That might be one of the reasons. I'll have to talk to him about that.
Okay. Give him that tech. And back to very patient stuff.
Oh,
you know, that's the third.
I wonder if he's trying to dash forward into that, and then he just misses the dash or something.
He did dash once. He just was way off.
Yeah. Oh, but oh my God. Oh, okay, beautiful. He was ready for that reset. He saw Pavo do that a bunch of times, probably against Stu and even in his own matches. So KBrad knew after that crouching light kick that he was going to go for crouching fierce.
Oh, very nice stuff.
Take the damage now. Take the damage early. Look at that half-life down for Armika, and then he gets the throw bait.
What a recovery game. Let me take this. Not quite. Yep, there it is. It's going to be 2 very, very dominant rounds for KBrad to win his first game.
All right. Well, that's got to be very, very encouraging for KBrad. Yes, he's down 4-1. But like I said, you know, KBrad knows what he's capable of. And to be able to take those 2 rounds in a row in that kind of fashion, good sign for him. Good sign for him. But see if he can keep it up, because if Pavo can reverse this right now, that would be very frustrating, you know, from KBrad. Oh, there's that stand fierce anti-air, and then he gets the full crush counter confirm combo, and that's going to be a stun.
So after those super dominant rounds by KBrad, a great recovery by Pavo. It's not over yet, though. Cammy needs more, or can get more.
No anti-airs.
Yeah, didn't want to take the risk. He has done that very rarely. He's very rarely taken the risk on an anti-air. Just playing very defensively.
Yeah, lots of blocks, but great uppercut on that neutral jump. But the wake-up buttons from Pavo is going to give him that round. He does have to spend the meter. He spent the V trigger because he was trying so hard to conserve that meter. But you know what? When you need to spend it, do it.
Yeah.
Do it. Because either one of these characters can turn things around on you so fast.
Yes.
Especially with no chip damage death.
Nice walk under right there. KBrad comes right back in again. We haven't seen quite as much of that Stan Ranos in these last games. Oh, there it is.
That's going to be a combo, yep. Hit late enough.
Yeah, counter hit as well.
Going for that meaty towards medium kick, because you can confirm off of that. Speaking of meaty counter hits, KBrad gets
roll.
one, yeah.
Again, mixing up really well as Pavocado. Oh, pressure. Interrupted it. Not into much, but I love the timing of it.
All right, he's in again. Gets the counter hit into the uppercut for more damage. Here we go, Nadeshko mix up.
Oh, very patient. Again, just really not committing to a lot. There it is.
Into
Nice
uppercut,
timing.
there you go. So that's so we just said, you know, KBrad won 2 rounds solidly, and if Pavo can turn it around, that'd be crucial. Well, Pavo was able to do that for that first round, but KBrad coming back here, taking this one, I think is important to note as well.
Oh, yeah.
For KBrad's mentality.
Okay, interrupted. Oh!
Oh,
I'm sure that could have been more.
Yeah.
See, jab, jab, then wait. Oh, here's the grab. Right after jab, jab, wait to see if there's Dragon Punch or anything like that. Got the grab. I love the mix-up.
And after getting jabbed twice, Pavo just hits the standing medium punch.
There it is.
There's the stun.
Should be the game.
Is going to go up 5-1 against KBrad.
Yeah, he looks great. You know, I like so many of his decisions. I like his neutral game. I like that he waits as much as he does. I like that even when he has pressure opportunities, even when he has Nadeshko calls, it's not crazy go nuts Nadeshko calls of, you know, insane mix-ups and whatever. It's just patient stuff that if there's a hit, he can turn into the corner.
Yeah, you had mentioned before we all started here that I had managed to play a couple of games against Pavo, and with this character here with Cammy. And I feel like the key to this match is I always felt like Cammy out-footsied Armika.
Yeah.
But Pavo's footsies in this game, in this particular matchup, are really good.
Yeah,
I think that makes it really hard.
Agreed. So you see KBrad going to the air a lot more. He started out just like that. Once Cammy's in, you know, she plays the game. But KBrad, I don't think he's been able to play the footsies game that he normally does.
Exactly. I mean, obviously, last round he got the perfect there, but that was just like when we say with Armika, if you get perfected, you know,
whatever.
Really, yeah.
Street Fighter 5. Yeah. Nobody's too worried about it.
Look at that distancing on that crouch fierce. He knows that, like, after max range crouch light kick and such, that he's in good range for that. See, again.
Yeah, there are setups, there are checks to know that you're going to be at max crouching fierce range.
Yep. Oh, that's going to be a confirm. He caught him with the crouching light kick. Ooh, he went for the reset instead of the meaty crouch fierce.
Forward fierce, big stuff, and then blocks it out, and that's going to be the round. This has happened a couple times now where KBrad's taken the first round of a game, and it's turned around in decisive fashion for Pavocado.
Well, Pavo now has an opportunity to go up 6-1. As we said, KBrad is usually the one that gets these kind of leads on his opponents, but Pavo playing really strong right now.
There was an anti-air attempt, one of the few, and it was caught. KBrad in, and Pavo just waiting it out.
But you know, you get thrown in the corner. It's I mean, you get thrown mid-screen. It's really not that big of a deal.
Oh,
neutral jump.
This is gigantic. Look at all that damage. Oh, he wanted some kind of reset. Dragon Punch is what he was looking for.
Yeah, he was trying to bait KBrad out of that Dragon Punch that we saw him win a round with.
Right. We mentioned how dangerous it is to try wake up DP in this matchup for Cammy.
Throw almost enough. Chip is a... Oh, she used her V trigger. Oh, but Cammy doesn't have the meter. Sorry. Looking at the wrong side.
Can't get hit, but if Pavo gets one hit, he's... Oh, boy.
If he gets what? If he gets what?
Yeah, that's right. He's just 2 hits away from taking it. Oh, he didn't confirm it. He had a chance in the EX butt, into the knockdown, into one more mix-up, and he just didn't get it. So KBrad takes advantage. Takes his second game.
He could have confirmed that into EX, but he did not. All right, so now KBrad getting up to 5-2.
Round 1. Fight.
All right, good confirm. Walk back from KBrad on wake up to get out of throw range. Now KBrad trying to apply a little bit more pressure, but again, Pavo probably knows he's willing to get thrown in the mid-screen by Cammy.
Yeah, it really seems that way. Which is a very smart option. Okay, he hasn't gone for grab in that situation very many times. Look how many of these charge roundhouses he's getting. KBrad has such good reactions, and yet he's not dealing well with that charge roundhouse because of the other things that Pavo has done.
Oh, he could have confirmed that into a drill again. Nothing, though. That's going to give Pavo a huge opportunity. He's also sitting on a Nadeshko.
The range was off. Again, those anti-airs, they haven't come often, but when they have, KBrad's won.
Round 2. Fight.
So it's a rare 2 rounds in a row for KBrad.
Okay, gonna confirm off of the counter hit, and then gets him with a throw bait.
Low, that's gonna be safe. Oh, but Pavo pressed the button.
A little too far for that throw. Again, this can turn around so fast.
Oh no, the miss!
Somehow Nadeshko just didn't. I think he called the wrong one. I think he was trying to call from the sky is how he's normally done it. He must have just been holding the joystick when he hit the buttons by accident. So that's going to be a huge loss of resources for Pavo. You can see he just wants one hit into critical art now.
Yes.
Well,
or into whip.
Yeah, he's still trying to save his meter, you notice.
Yes.
Because he knows that's going to be one of his best chances to make a comeback.
There it is. KBrad with the pressure opportunity. He respected the wake up. And with super on Mika's side, you do have to respect it at least. So smart play by KBrad. Yeah, you know, I get not spending the meter. You don't want to spend that unless you feel like it's going to be for the round because you want to try to save it for the next round, like ideally. So I get it. I get it.
Yeah, but he kind of needed that comeback, and we've seen he's been able to do it with just spending the meter little bit by bit in the corner. Unfortunately, that means KBrad is going to get his first 2 games in a row, and suddenly that 5-1 lead that Pavo had seems much more tenuous.
Oh yeah. Wow, right through.
KBrad, disrespect.
And a ton of damage on that follow-up.
Yeah, went for spend a meter for almost max damage.
Good stuff.
You could follow up with an EX uppercut to get max damage, but of course that spends the extra bar, which KBrad wanted to save.
2 games in a row, but 4 rounds in a row as well.
Yep. Yeah, it's interesting because even though Pavo had the 5-1 lead,
there it is.
Never, knowing KBrad, it never quite felt like it was out of reach.
Sure. No whip punish that time. Oh, nice job by KBrad.
Standing fears for max damage. Oh wow.
Yeah, you see how dangerous it is for Mika to try to anti-air that. Setup, yes.
It's the same mix-up that KBrad's been caught by a couple of times now, just trying to jump away or something, getting caught low. Okay, stand jab, anti-air from Cammy, interesting. Still has some of that V-trigger on
Look
deck.
at this Pavo just walking backwards. And back to a spot where he could get the down Ferris.
Oh,
not enough.
But the dash-up jab will do it. Pavo's really had a good read on whether or not KBrad's going to go for those wake-up uppercuts.
Oh, not quite there. I mean, he confirmed the hit from Mika, right? It's just that she recovered too fast to actually get hit.
He was, I mean, if it was a whip throw, 100% it would have been able to punish, but that was a jab instead, which is much faster. And here's a way to actually, if you know an opponent is going to shimmy you, you can kind of blow him up
if you
trying
have a fast
to do it that
jab,
way.
Then why not? Yeah. So Pavo back to this very slow style. He has a life lead. There's no reason to go in hard. The key, whoa, okay, nice, dashing into it. I was just gonna say, keep in mind, Pavo's spacing has been really solid. It's been just outside of dive kick ranges. It's been outside of Cammy's. Oh no!
Oh no! Why would he go for that? That is gonna be a huge amount of damage. And he
into
goes for
what?
the reset.
From the front. Well, okay. I don't know that that was on purpose, but the recovery was there.
Yeah.
Mika wins.
Pavo turning that around now, 6-3.
Yeah.
Yeah, I felt like KBrad had figured something out and had all the momentum.
Seemed like it.
And all of a sudden, Pavo taking those 2 rounds in a row, able to take his 6th game. He is past the halfway mark. KBrad's still just sitting on 3 wins. Again, this neutral game, just look at the way Pavo
really good.
plays this neutral.
Yeah. Very grounded, very patient, getting little hits here and there.
Cammy's stand medium kick, crouching medium kick, amazing buttons. Especially against someone like Armigo, who doesn't have great long pokes, but they have just not been effective.
Oh! Overextended.
Max damage. Just another third of her life.
That was such a good idea, but not quite in range. KBrad very insistent. Yes, pressuring still. Not quite death. Still not quite death. Oh boy.
Okay, block this time and encounters with the 3-frame crouching light punch.
I don't think we've seen command grab in that situation yet. I think it's been something else every time.
Yeah.
It might be something that he's intentionally trying to set up. As he mentioned with Stupendous, oh boy, he will do that. You know, he'll wait for a setup for a long part of the set. And then all of a sudden get that 4 command grab in a row setup. You know, we'll see, we'll see.
Yeah, and buttons from Pavo working in those key situations.
That was tricky. You almost walked to the other side.
Why would you go for that V skill? Why would you go for that V skill?
I know it's your favorite move. Oh!
Oh! Just slugging, that's slugging it out right there
Yeah,
into the critical art. Don't think this is gonna be enough.
Yeah. Wow, you're right by exactly 1 pixel. Nice work. Nice work.
I knew.
KBrad, fully stocked, but crouching jab seals the deal.
Yeah, there was a lot of hits beforehand, so I was worried about the damage that it was gonna do.
Yeah.
Fight.
Back to this neutral game now. KBrad. Yeah, I mean, the thing about it is Pavo doesn't... Oh, just got right over that crouching strong with the charge drop kick.
Nice stuff.
And a wake-up light uppercut from KBrad. Very smart to use that because if someone neutral jumps, that uppercut will actually hit it. Stolen.
Huh.
Trying to get it. See, yeah, Pavo, just the blocking
There's
is
so much
amazing.
patience, yeah. Yeah.
Ooh, no confirming to the EX.
The other side this time, he faked it last time.
Nice pressure now from KBrad.
Yeah, he did have some hits. He could have confirmed, but he was more looking for pressure, I think, than confirming. So now, again, you see what I'm talking about? There have been no command grabs there.
Oh, well, speaking of command grab, that one is going to cost Pavo that game. So now 6-4. KBrad maintaining this down 2 games.
Yeah, slowly. Slowly making a comeback.
But very, very close between these 2 competitors right now.
It was 4-0 at one point. So, I mean, since then, it's been, you know, 1 for KBrad, 1 for Pavo, then 2 for KBrad, 1 for Pavo, 1 for KBrad. So, again, slowly, he's working on it.
Just buttons again from Pavo, just interrupting in the middle of the block strings. Yeah,
there
same
it is.
thing, but too far. Okay, good confirm from KBrad. Just seeing that Mika was touching something, so why not
Oh,
drill?
very nice. Interrupted, opened up, backdash. You know, I don't think we've seen a V reversal out of Pavocado. I think he's waited for that every time. This time he went for the grab, but he was too far?
I think he thought he was all the way in the corner, maybe. You know, that he went for the kick one instead of going for a punch command throw. The punch command throw obviously would have thrown him out of the corner,
Right,
but it
more
has better
range.
range. Yeah, exactly. Okay.
Very tricky.
Yeah. Hard to know which way to go. Ooh!
Oh, yeah?
Confirmed right into
Okay.
the critical art. The damage.
That was good.
All right, so KBrad trying to take this to only a 1-game lead. Ah,
Hey!
there it is, the throw bait, and he gets a perfect. And he's taking it 6-4 now. I mean 6-5 now.
It was 4-0 for Pavo, and now only 6-5. Only 6-5. It is a close one.
Yeah,
Win
well,
for player 2.
said early on, you know, I felt like KBrad, the way that he's been playing, he kind of has that leeway to lose a few first games, but
Yeah, look, if you can make a comeback against Umehara Daigo, you can make a comeback against anybody.
well, interesting enough here, we've gone to the character select again.
I don't think there's going to be a change of character.
Oh, no, I don't think
Yeah.
there's a change of character, but it definitely means that Pavo is trying to take some time to think about things a little bit, gather himself, see if he can stop this momentum now that KBrad has. Like you said, 4-0 lead. Now it is 6-5. So since that 4-0 lead, it's been 5-2.
Yeah, been much more on KBrad's side, much more success there. Well, we'll see if Pavo can make the changes he needs to make. That defensive style, again, I like it. I think it makes sense, but I feel like some of the major payoff opportunities for him have just been misplaced. You know, he's missed command grabs or whatever it may be.
And I feel like a lot of the change right now.
Oh, very
just
nice.
Feels like that KBrad has taken control over the neutral. Pavo doesn't. Oh, that jumping fierce is so.
It's one of the best, for
Yeah,
sure.
one of the best jump attacks. Okay, wake up uppercut. Yeah, we've seen him be able to get. Oh, nice, right back in the corner. That is one thing I've said about Pavo though, is that once you escape the corner, his first game plan is to command throw you right back in there.
Well, we might be seeing some changes out of Pavo. So we've seen more jumps, we've seen more buttons, more active play. Right now, not so much, but there was that significant sequence of jump fierce, another jump fierce, dash up, crouching shorts.
Oh, that reached.
Yeah, I thought that round was much more successful, and in part it was because he finally started to move forward, started to take advantage of more things, press the advantage in more situations. We'll have to see how KBrad addresses that.
Oh, crush counter, but no juggled afterwards. Wow, nice late dive kick from KBrad, giving him that situation. And oh, here we go, command throw towards the corner. Of course,
Not quite there.
Mika doesn't get any mix-ups off of that command throws. It's okay.
Right.
Yeah.
No confirm that time.
See, there's KBrad noticing that Pavo likes to walk backwards
Yeah.
in those mix-up situations.
Yeah, he does.
Trying to catch him with that crouching medium kick.
Oh, well, not punished.
Yeah, but that's nice for KBrad because he gets him to spend the meter on that.
Yeah, and it's a tell as well. Ooh.
No confirm.
Two chances, two big chances.
And uppercutting in the middle of that block string, smart.
Oh, again, this time
Yeah.
it is punished.
Okay, so now we're starting to see some uncharacteristic kind of bets from Pavo.
Yeah, Pavo is starting to feel like he needs to make some big changes. And so we've seen jump-ins more, we've seen attempted anti-airs more, they haven't worked out. I do feel like that round could have been very different if he had confirmed and gotten the combo out of the stand jab, but he didn't, and so he was forced back into trying to anti-air. Again, tries it, doesn't work. Trying to follow up. KBrad just walking away.
All right, he's gonna get
Here
hit
it
right
is.
here into the corner. Gonna EX his way all the way there. Okay, sets up a,
Oh, yeah.
Look at that. KBrad says, you know what? You're only calling Nadeshko because you've got some tricky
For
little
sure.
mix-up coming. So I'm just gonna block the other. Okay, that time the anti-air worked.
Yeah,
Okay,
that time as well.
yeah.
Back, I love the wake-up TP from KBrad after Pavo thought he did some cool stuff twice in a row. No, interrupted.
Here comes KBrad, gets the throw just a
Super as well. Yeah, so important.
Yeah, but he's gotta save that other viewer.
Oh, what? But not
He
punished.
could have just supered him.
Yeah, you're
He
right.
wasn't thinking
Oh,
about it.
yucks.
He spends one of the bars. So Chip no longer a threat.
Right, only supers will chip. How can Pavo make this happen? I just would be surprised if KBrad overextended, so it's more on Pavo. Well, he did overextend!
He just missed his dive kick. That's all it was. He tried to jump and dive kick, but it came out as just jump roundhouse, and Pavo was able to take advantage of it. So an execution error on KBrad's part, costing him that game. That's a
Right.
huge execution error.
Yeah, I'll say.
So it's 7-5. It was literally a pixel away from being 6-6. So that's definitely going to give Pavo some breathing room.
He is right back into the corner, though. Well, you know, one thing that KBrad has learned is to not dive kick right there. That's the place he wants to dive kick because it's strong, but because of that roundhouse, he's kind of shut down from it. He's so smart.
Yeah, you can see KBrad is playing the game that he wants to play now.
Yeah, I thought that was a really good sequence. It's understanding of what Pavo likes to do, both on his defensive aspect and in the neutral game.
Yeah, I mean, I mentioned earlier that I felt like KBrad maybe started figuring out the neutral a little bit more, was able to control it a bit better. But to be honest with you, I think what might actually be going on is that KBrad is just avoiding the neutral entirely. He's using the dive kick to bypass that neutral range. You can see he's not hitting any buttons. He's just trying to find his way to get in through no buttons, and then he can get this mix-up going here, which he has been having so much success with in the last few games.
Oh, the miss. Meterless punish. And KBrad just walked away. Oh, he looked for crush, really? Oh, okay, now here comes Pavo. Into what? Again.
Same mix-up, yeah.
Yes.
we've said before that Pavo's so good at keeping things mixed up, and now you're starting to find him fall into these safety patterns.
Yeah, it's like he keeps thinking, well, KBrad hasn't jumped yet. He's going to do it this time.
Right.
He hasn't done it this time.
Okay.
All right, is this the sequence we were talking about of him setting this up the whole time? No. It might have been. It might have worked. But he didn't go for the command grab again. That's his decision.
7-6. 76. Got the spirit of 76 right now. Pavocado trying to cling on to a tiny lead here, and if KBrad hadn't missed that dive kick, KBrad could have been up 7-6 at this point. So this is a big turnaround now for Mr. Kenneth Bradley.
I thought that game was much more like the previous games where Pavo wasn't moving forward quite as much, wasn't taking the risks on anti-airs. And I don't want to say that that's always a good idea, but that he did win the previous game doing that. KBrad pressuring so well. Still in there. Now Pavo, oh, he needs to get in. He knows it. And you saw KBrad just harassing, taking up space.
Round 2.
So round goes to KBrad. You see how comfortable KBrad is just moving forward. And, you know, so rarely that, such a key anti-air, I was just about to say, so rarely has he had to focus on the anti-air. Because KBrad has, you know, Pavo hasn't jumped very often, but KBrad was ready. Now pressuring, just like that. Will it be the same sequence?
Oh,
Are you
went
serious?
for the command though, but
Are you
that
serious?
time KBrad
Come on,
jumped.
KBrad.
KBrad said, he was like, nope, not yet, nope, not now.
That's it.
Now.
I gotta tell you, that's a mental killer. If you set that up for so long and then the one time you go for the grab, your opponent jumps away, start to feel like, wow, am I gonna get anything right?
Yeah, that's when you start being like, my opponent is psychic.
Yeah, yeah. What am I supposed to do?
He sees the future. What
Yeah.
am I supposed to do? Okay, well, here's an opportunity now for Pavo. Goes for the command throw this
Remember
time.
last time he went for a media again. This time it's command grab. What's he gonna do? He didn't believe it, and KBrad had exactly the right call.
Oh no, and that is another time that KBrad has missed the dive kick in the air. That, honestly, in the last couple of games has been his main weakness, is that he's missed a couple of dive kicks. There's a height restriction on that. He might be actually doing it too fast.
The bait. The bait was there. Well, I like Pavo jumping forward at least. But KBrad, oh, he had the advantage. First time he's gotten that. And back to the neutral.
What?
Huh.
Crush counter with the roundhouse.
KBrad pressed stand roundhouse in a similar situation before, and I wondered what it was about. There you go.
Oh, just goes for the throw. There it is. KBrad ties it up 7-7.
Cabby wins.
7-7. And now this is where the doubt starts creeping.
Oh, absolutely. It's been there.
Yeah.
It's been there. The doubt has been
But
there.
like having that slight lead, that one game cushion, that 2 game cushion,
Yeah.
you're like, okay, if I keep up this pace, but now things feel different.
Yeah, they say in hockey that a 2-goal lead is the worst one because you start to feel like you have such an advantage that you can do whatever you want. But that's not true. You got to take it seriously. You can't let go of the gas.
Well, unfortunately, I feel like Pavo's, I don't even know if he's let go of the gas or if KBrad has just came in and snipped the cable, you know, like, and it just made it so that his gas pedal doesn't even work anymore.
Had a gasectomy.
Yeah.
Yep, that's right. Got the thumbs up from James. It was all worth it. But KBrad went for the dive. You know, I mentioned before he hadn't been dive kicking at that spot very often for fear of the stand roundhouse. But as soon as he was pushed out from Mika's stand roundhouse, he thought, okay, it's time to dive kick again. He had exactly the right spacing.
Yeah, like I said, the key to me right now is just that KBrad has been able to stay in Pavo's face. And Pavo, like I said, was winning when they were just playing this neutral game. Like right now, like things are going pretty decent with Pavo, but KBrad's been able to get a lot of play out of that jump dive kick from farther away to mask the jump so that he's able to get in a couple of times like that. And were it not for a couple of missed dive kicks, KBrad could even be up 8-6 right now.
Oh!
Oh, and he got caught by the Slowest V-skill mix-up ever.
Speaking of V-meter spent. Wow, okay. KBrad's so insistent right now.
Yeah.
And he walked off at exactly the right time, but here's Pavo.
Oh, and he's going to go into the meter. He did not decide to throw her into the corner and go for some mix-ups.
Yeah, I'm kind of surprised, but he does have a good chance here. There's a Nadeshko. It doesn't come.
That's
it's a Dragon Punch instead.
Same setup that he's gone for before. Remember the first time he went for that, and he was able to land that 3-strong combo. We said, what a big risk to take against the uppercut. And KBrad said, yep, I expected it this time. And so KBrad takes the lead.
Yep, after a 4-0 start for Pavocado. I think you're right about how KBrad's playing. He's just kind of, and it's funny because it kind of actually is what KBrad said he would do. Just slug it out, right? It's not about the footsies game so much. It does seem like he's kind of avoided that. He's been getting in there through very smartly placed, very smartly timed dive kicks.
Yeah, I mean, I've often made this discussion between science players and emotion players. And KBrad is about as emotion player as you can get, in my opinion. He just does what feels right and what works. And he's so good at figuring that out and sticking with it.
Yeah.
As you can see here with this adjustment that he's made.
Yeah, big part of this. Pavo backed himself up into the corner. Too worried about Cammy's options, but finds the hit.
Oh,
into something.
A meter.
Hey.
Okay. Baits that out that time. But yeah, since that 4-0 start, KBrad has won 8-3. He's won more than twice the number of games that Pavo has won since that start.
Yeah.
Okay, goes for the fierce. Yeah, he always just goes for the damage. Oh, this time he goes for the mix-up. But Pavo was ready for it.
Oh, so ready.
Okay.
That time Pavo was closer, so he could go for that EX more easily.
Yeah, but you know, it's an interesting sign because the fact that Pavo was going for that more is a clear indication of what the problem is.
Yes.
Is that KBrad is getting in via the air.
Yes.
So badly that Pavo feels like that this is a necessity.
Yes, he will spend meter on that. Into front.
Oh, the max damage into the stun.
That's a killer. And get the V skill and that. Oh no! He went for the reset.
Okay.
I thought he was just gonna do stand strong, stand fierce,
I think
super.
that's what we all thought it was gonna happen.
Why would you do that? Okay, that worked out.
I don't think he quite had the meter for the super. Maybe he was worried about that.
I guess.
Yeah, but
Looked to me like he was a pixel away.
Okay.
But all right, man, it worked out.
Crucial victory for Pavo.
Yeah, I'll say.
Keeps it at 8-8. Stops a little bit of that KBrad train. Oh!
I'm telling you, the anti-airs, I get why he wasn't doing it at the start, and I get why he wants to now because the dive kicks have been so important, but that's killing him. You know, it felt like his strategy of not engaging in that seems stronger, but the way that KBrad has been winning has really kind of blown that up. No anti-air. KBrad's taken a lot of those charge roundhouses and just kind of hung out. And it doesn't seem like he's too concerned with what happens afterward.
No charge roundhouse into command throws from Pavo. But then again, Pavo just really hasn't gone for too many charge roundhouses. So every time he lands one, he's probably just, his brain is reset back to square one mix-up. He's not thinking about that charge roundhouse in the command throw.
Pavo waiting it out, hoping that KBrad makes some bad call. He kind of did, actually. And now Pavo has a chance to control the corner.
Yeah, just needs one more mix-up.
Oh, Cammy's out of the corner just like that.
Yeah. And Mika down to almost no life. Look at KBrad bulldogging his way. So
the low into. Okay, yes, this time no buttons.
Yeah.
Last time he did.
Yep.
Last time Pavo took the bait.
Oh, and that's gonna do it. But I really do want people to notice that that distance, but that Mika was winning the neutral at Cammy's max stand medium kick range, which you feel like should be in Cammy's favor. Pavo was winning that. KBrad has been bypassing that range with either just walking or jumping and dive kicking or going backwards. He has just been avoiding that range and says, that was nice.
Yeah, first time we've seen down medium kick as an anti-air, and then he went to it immediately thereafter.
Yeah. Yeah, even when he does walk in that range, you notice that KBrad just blocks.
Yes.
He just walked up and blocked. He knows that that range actually turns out not to be in Cammy's favor.
Huh, forward fierce, looking for something. Looking for dive kick? I don't know. Couple of dive kicks spent. Down strong?
Huh.
I don't know, but it worked.
Okay, kicks her out of that.
Great confirmed by KBrad on the verge of taking this. Maybe!
No. But that's not enough for the punish, not enough for the kill.
And then he wanted the activation with down fierce, but KBrad was outside of it, so we're going to go to match game for KBrad.
Wow, what a turnaround here. 4-0 start for Pavocado. It looked like things might be going poorly for our reigning champion of 4 or 5 weeks. But KBrad has been able to turn it around. He is on match game.
He has had good reads on when to do Dragon Punch. Well,
Ooh, nice dash under that time on the trade.
tons of Grey Life nonsense.
Oh, double throw bait. Oh, he tried for it again.
Very cute.
Yeah,
I love
okay.
that idea.
Yeah.
Okay, but just waiting it out, backdash.
Okay. Oh, towards fierce that time again. Oh, gonna set up for big old combo there. Nicely done. Oh.
That was such good awareness to know that what, kind of the max damage of that situation was. For a character like Mika, she has so many different combo routes that you gotta keep that in mind.
Okay, double crouch medium punch. Now going for the pressure again, but there it is, that hitting jabs. But KBrad does the same thing, returns the favor.
And then Pablo tried to interrupt it again. There's KBrad. That's been so good. Back forth, into the fierce.
King of the Hill game.
Yes.
King of the Hill round now. King of the Hill point.
And keep in mind, this is the last NorCal versus SoCal King of the Hill we have. He can end up, if he wins this, he will end up as the champion for the West Coast.
And I mean, it is appropriate in a lot of ways because of how well he's been doing through this whole season.
Would make a lot of sense.
All right, punishes. Into the corner again. Pavo trying to do something after that standing light kick. Gets thrown in the corner, almost done. Beautiful block on the... Oh,
well,
and he chased the jump back
Getting
down.
close. Oh, no, that's it. That is it.
KBrad coming all the way back from 0-4 down to take it 10-8.
Yep, whoever in the chat called it 10-8 at the start, I saw somebody call it, and they were right.
Genius.
They were right.
They're a genius.
Genius.
All right.
Yeah, good work, good work.
And look at them. They're talking to each other immediately.
Yeah, they want
to. Yeah, exactly. Even before I had a chance to go and talk to them.
Yeah, man, get over there. See what they have to say. Don't let them waste this juice. All right, well, KBrad ends up being the champion again. He's King of the Hill this week, as he has been in the past few weeks. Pavocado beat Stupendous. KBrad then beat Pavocado. It started out so well for Pavo. Started out 4-0, and then slowly, and towards the end, pretty significantly, KBrad ended up taking it. He had, in fact, 5 of the last 6 games. So that's pretty solid. Pretty solid stuff. All right, well, let's go over to James, have a conversation with him, with KBrad and Pavo.
All right, I'm sitting here with Pavo and KBrad. So Pavo started with a 4-0 start. And look, I'm just going to ask the same question that I ask everyone. What happened?
The main thing that we talked about right after the match is in a lot of guessing situations, he would go straight to backdash, and it would work out for him because either he would block the initial hit or he would backdash and then a throw wouldn't work. So I was kind of stumped on what to do as far as stopping that option. And if you, of course, if you can get out of the guess, then yeah, it's real tough.
Well, just from your standpoint, from playing that matchup a lot, playing against a caliber Cammy like KBrad's, what's your takeaway from that match? What do you feel like you've learned, or what do you feel like you need to practice more on?
I've learned that KBrad is really good at Street Fighter V. He's great. Really good pressure on top of it. Can't whiff throws, can't whiff throws, can't stand for too long, get hit low. Takes advantage of the corner real good. Really tight footsies, too. It was very difficult for me at a certain point. I'm sure you could see it, just struggling kind of a neutral. And then on top of that, mixing in dive kicks.
Right. Well, I mean, I don't know. I mean, I'm sure you've seen the past few weeks, and KBrad has pretty much blown out most of the players. I mean, do you take solace in knowing that you took that 4 lead? You took them, 8 games.
I mean, I was really glad to come out. I was really happy for ESL for inviting me and having me. A win is a win. I mean, it's nice for me. I know that I'm getting. I don't travel much. I'm not really a big face in the community. So knowing that I could come out and do pretty well against a seasoned contender is, yeah, it's nice.
Well, I mean, I think you did really, really well. Like I said, it was 10-8 at the end there, so great job to you. And of course, I'm sitting here. I'm getting like this is just becoming a repetitive thing. Like, can we just loop what we did last week? I mean, no. But I mean, you did go down 0-4 at the start. Was there any nervousness? Were you worried at any point, or did you have all the confidence that you could make the comeback?
I'm never worried, just upset. It was like I feel like it was a couple of games. Like in the first 4, I think it was 2 rounds that were stolen from me, and I was so mad. I was like, "Oh my goodness, here it comes!" I was like, "Here comes the 7-0, and I'm gonna have to try to make a comeback for being down 7-0." So then I like when I fight the character, I'm just highly irritated. But I just don't like that. If I'm in a 50-50 situation, that the combo does just about almost the same amount as the EX grab, right? So I'm like, why? Especially if it's at the charged mic. So I'm like, if she charges mic, I'm like, all right, let me just try to hold up. Oh, got clipped. So I'm like, all right, let me just rush down right now. I'm tired of trying to run from this character. And then I tried to DP at the beginning. So I was like, okay, let me DP at the beginning to let him know I'm going to do it. And he blocked it. I was like, not that it's working, dude. Not that it's working. So I just tried a whole bunch of stuff, like tried to backdash, tried to DP. It's a guessing game when she finally gets in. Obviously, you can block the chop, and then it's over. That's the thing that a lot of people don't do against Mika. Once you block the chop, the setup is over. You can stop her from doing clap right after the chop, or she's going to like forward dash or do something like that. I tried to check the dashes a lot. He wasn't really dashing at me like that, though, so.
I tried, but you always felt like you were kind of ready every time that I did it. So I was trying to like sneaky, and then I was like, oh, not worth it. Don't want to die.
Well, so the question that I have for you then is, you said earlier that you just wanted to slug it out, and I kind of felt that way. I've always considered you a very emotional kind of player, like you just figure out what's working. But was there any sort of key adjustment that you made to facilitate that comeback?
I missed a lot of middies in the first 4 games. A lot of my middies missed, and then he woke up jab, and I got full combo. So it's counter hit. So the jab combos into the strong, and then I get thrown into the corner. So I was like, either stop pressuring. It was some rounds where I just didn't pressure at all. I'm like, I'm gonna just back up and see if he like bites on the shimmy. Either don't pressure at all or make sure my media is on point. I think that's what did it. So like, if you force Mika to block, she doesn't have a DP, so you don't have anything to worry about outside of wake up super. So I'm like, I don't really have to worry about anything. So I just need to make sure my medias are good. And then I guess I hit my medias towards the end.
Well, so this is the end of season 2 here, right? So you are the reigning champion right now, and once we start up again in January, it is going to be East Coast versus West Coast. How do you feel representing? I mean, you kind of just got to NorCal, so you're representing NorCal. Now you're representing West Coast. How does that make you feel?
Makes me feel pretty good. Makes me feel pretty good. Like a turncoat. Like I'm like, man, I done turned on all the East Coast boys. I'm West Coast out here. We got the beautiful weather. Y'all dealing with that snow right now. Oh yeah, I'm excited, man. I'm West Coast now.
All right. Well, we have a lot of great players on the docket for that. We've got guys like Li Joe. We've got Sabin. We have Alucard. Any one of them that you would like to face in particular?
Maybe Joe. Because I feel like if me and Joe are sitting and playing, it won't be like too serious. Even when we play in tournament, we look over and say something to each other. So me and Joe will probably be a really sick set.
All right. Man. Well, again, look, this tournament, we're coming back. On January 10th, it is going to be East Coast versus West Coast. It's going to be really exciting. Again, just wanted one more time to say great job to you. You played really awesome, and I hope people out there see what you're capable of and will remember your name, and we'll see you at a lot more tournaments coming up. So
yeah, here's open.
Yeah. But again, we're going to take it back to David, but again, we're going to keep going in January. So make sure that you follow and get ready for that.
Yep, that's right. January 10th is when that comes back up. And not only is it going to be the next season of King of the Hill, but it's going to be the next season of Street Fighter V. That comes out next week. In fact, on the 20th, December 20th. So we'll have Akuma in this thing. We'll have some changes about the characters and gameplay. And I actually just heard on Twitter that the changes that were at the PSX are not the same as the changes that were at the Winter Stays On event today that had Season 2.
Okay.
So that means that, who knows what the final results, what the final change lists are going to be. We'll have to see.
Yeah, I mean, they put down that video where it was like introducing Akuma, and I remember Vi tweeting, he was like, it's different than what I remember seeing.
Yeah.
And in fact, people were saying like his V skill, his parry, he used to take a little bit of Gray Life.
Oh.
But in the introducing Akuma video, he wasn't taking any Gray Life. So,
we're not sure how it's going to end up. So we heard about some changes. We saw some changes at PSX as far as Season 2 characters go. But, we'll see how it ends up. Not too long to wait for that, though. Again, that's just next week.
Yeah, and there's definitely going to be a lot of analysis on that game as soon as it comes out, as soon as Season 2 comes out. I know, for example, on our stream on Ultra Chen TV, right, I'm going to be, I think on Wednesday morning, I'm going to be trying to do a bunch of analysis. So
for sure.
I'm probably going to try to stream myself doing that.
This is where we're going to do it, right there.
Exactly, yeah.
On twitch.tv/UltraChenTV, but we're also going to do, as we always do, the Tuesday night show, 8 p.m. Pacific time, aka in about 2.5 hours. We'll talk about fighting game stuff and all the drama and the news and various game info and issues. Please check it out.
Yeah, that's right. And
again, bring this controller out. So again, I wanted to thank Controller Chaos for giving this to us. Well, not to us, but to the winners, as well as to people who are watching.
If they wanted to give us one, I wouldn't have any problems.
I wouldn't say no. I would tell you that. That's right. Yeah, these things are very nice. Follow at ESLSF and at Controller Chaos, and you yourself, people watching at home, you'll have a chance to win one of these things. So we appreciate the support from them.
That's right. Beautiful, beautiful joystick, and I'm just putting more fingerprints on this thing.
And another big part of this has been the support from Addis, providing the Zowie by BenQ monitors that the players played on. Of course, we can't do this thing unless we have something to play on.
That's right.
That's what we use. So appreciate the support there. Follow them at Addis Inc.
Yeah, really starting to become the tournament standard for fighting game community tournaments as the monitor. So I'm seeing this place in all the major events these days.
Yeah, definitely. Okay, thanks to all of the sponsors for making this happen. But this is the end of Season 2 of King of the Hill. KBrad ended up running the table. Nice work to him. I do think it'll be funny to see him play against the East Coast players when we resume next year. Because, of course, that's where he's from. He's from Maryland on the East Coast. He's now living out in Northern California.
He used to play at NLBC all the time,
Yeah, he did. So we'll see how that goes when we resume, as this thing says, on January 10th.
That's right. But until then, I mean, look, again, Season 2 is coming out, but of course, it's going to be holiday season. It's going to be New Year's. So, hope everyone has a great holiday season, can't wait to see.
Have fun celebrating whatever it is that you celebrate.
Exactly.